Tesania ye Radi Adom ne humobro eno ana gusuwa krokra yenti ene 22nd February me ne wonso ye wonkwa etiase ye Radi Adom ti wudi edane ba beto se ya eno ana se wudi mu ahurusie no adanya me ase se de etie bia aseda pe efise wonya no wonko ane de owone ye pa bi edemaw ti ade a chewa de ehia ne se wo so beye eso adwuma na ne nhira no aye kese ede amaye no so na me fa mu akwaba ede wa Badom TV Badwam kase free juada de kosi ne fiada ahomache no num empemu na yese ya ban framamu na be 540 hono kode na yese unhunu ye se ye ne wo eba bedi nkomo mani so papa medase so wajebre na wonso wo hwenne nkomo bebre wo hono mu a ye ne mu bedie medin de afia amankwa tamaklo happy birthday nko ema de owo me ni ankasa me maame de obi anim no eye maame bufa nyame nhyira sa maame wei pa na onye ne kese na ho brase ne som pa ye kase osom a osom kra na adane me tears of joy obesom obekofom asomo ti de esre e de ama maame bufa nyina ne se Awurade nhyira no na onye ne kese pa kosi so obeye kese na Awurade nhyira ne mai yensa no adwuma so ye nhyira no mane mboro na adwene ne ntiase so eno ene ye rehye ama no ti mambofa ya me nhyira Christiano Sebufa ne din pa no ba ka mambofa obi a behu no ti nya me nhyira onye okese na onye okese pa captain retired Kofi Amoaben ene captain enya 70 years 70 years ni they say the age ni the number abrewa ni nkran agokora ni nkran oni ba bia so we captain ogina ho pa na se no onya 70 years na mene na didi yi pa because those days you 70 years I unze aso okura poma na nne kohwe 54 asa afi no onya 30 ami ehira mododo ti said Awurade ehira mu amanyini so mo ho odin mo ho ofenom ne ade no Awurade nom ye nso yesa na Priscilla na man say enen so ye ne maame birthday onye correct esa o twere ne abodini ni ye ti Priscilla maame ma Jennifer Ajoa Kofi Bofi okay ti de wo Priscilla ya mi hira wo papa onko so nhira wo na wo nhira wo bai na adwuma wo ye so wo nhira wo kosi se Awurade na ne brebeso na beso bra wa hu se wa men nhira na buso e de amount nyame nhira no onye okese pa ne obi a ye wa woda bia no onyame nhira no onye okese omahene kwabna sante achia wa no pai na ya chia obi bia na eyi cracking tumuru before me copy person because chale de e kono de anu ode cracking tumuru e woti region I don't know. I don't know. Me post here on Facebook, the Instagram. Now we hear reporter wo ho this year ba Job na no kwa de say. This year ba wusu so. Just one for story bi ayi bi amade o. Me nim say e ho no te say o. Am say me shada ko na me ko hwe. School papa ni o. Me train ada. This year ba the story bi be ba ye say crashing tumuru ho no. Omu school ni na bia nkonya keke no omu ni enyenyenyenyenyenye kra Ministry of Education Ghana Education Service MP DC Assemblyman nananom opinion leaders community na ankasa say ano na enu dwomu ana se bu na mpanifo bu omani aguso ko hwe nkran ketwa se ayi ebo so ebo blocks na omo te so ne ye kire wo made aba na omo te ba bia de esaje esi kura na ho na de fan kura wo hote enkonya paso kura na ye sei no what blocks so nkura nketo o ene ya bo apata no kura so ye uncompleted apata bibia ntwa omo hu hie o nti apata kakra bi na eho no kura no ye ba bia blackboard kitua bi bo na teacher ni ba ku bi gina ho na nkura ne tete ho na wo he omani kwatu se kom kra sa de wo mka ho omo shampaboa yempanimfo na mo wai when yes wo me future leaders foundation ye weak na se wo mu ye future leaders e de pa no mo bedwene de aba bebo man we de mpanimfo enye mani monimtia munye bibi na nye crashing tumuru ho no me de ho chese ho de story bi as school obi comment wo Facebook no say sa ho na is under develop sa wo ti ho no me nko ho dade but said ye report e de bai pa na sa na te de ene e problem MP se wo ho mo wai enye kura na sa kura be fa ya o mu sei a de anyini a imagine adwene be na woni trim onyini na asa kura we owo atenka oni onya nti onya obi introduction ko ye ade bi na fama no e ho na obekọ crashing chumuru mo amuni MP ni DC ne education director wo ho ene Ghana education service yi Dr. Chum num ni ade ji mon konkwo hwe ho na school suru de wo ho da de yanwie yes ye bi ka ho ni nyina medwe ho a menti ase me se no na do me sun ye sei asa me pese nya me nto sika hu me so na me nkoye nya me hwie chese chese wo dwe ho na uyam hyehyew so yo ba tan a no bi ebe kan ye se sa mpanifo we mu nya be ho ma obi ani ho nti no onhu se de onhu no ne ma abrochire no omuguo di atrentwie sa ti de ekoso wo ho no onhu no nti wo kakra onya yam hyehye bi onko ho mpoda onko ho da nso ebedru abato a me si tokrom bewura koye campaign dia mani dia ye kwa dia asam kure ni o my dia biem na pese nyame nyama ye dia ni ye wewei eni ye wewei eni ena ye wahe ya hu chire ye ya sre education no ye kono nye titiro crashing chumuru o ti region ho minim so bia wo problem mi hu wo de mi hu so bi so de say north east bi beto so ho de mi nya sa videos ni pictures ni bi ho na crash wo nchumuru ho me see me twen ada reporter na di school papa bi beba no aka say oh enie na enkonya na enim na ndie me hu say at least bibia koso na aka nkonya e fom nko an o mote na we say abo aten afiri so beti gu foma akwa obi ba na we concentration be no mo wo first we bia ntwe o mo hu nhia nti esa ho say so enwa ne mponche na ye su sa me sa distraction na ya je ho kura wo ye kura na enko na distraction o ti school mu ha na ya be frɛ no so o mra mekwa afuo ma no nko ye sei na we teacher ni be na be post no onko bia nko nti nya say because ehe na okọ ede na okọ kire ede ehe na okọ tena nti say enye obi a what tema che so otimu say asa ofiri krom wo ba bia na we say teacher o gina hoye otimu say me ye sure so obi wo krom ho a na I say eye ne na doma chede anyame de ama no so onkyera de sa spirit ni bi wonmu na bia kro no support ne kakra menya sure say obi ya post obi obekọ obi emfiri ne sa ne comfort zone ho nkoda sa kuro no yesi di ne de say nandi krom se hene enkoye baako bi ono de ba ya me post ya dan na ayi Entry Hamilton ne foundation ya ebu ayi yeah we nyina so the same BC ya no mbetro eno kra na ya na emenwanwa no we say gise nyame adom tonkora ne bi so na otum so mbe firi ho aba be ni petitiri na pass yes ye the book no de ye kire wo school na nkura we obi wo ho na adom no nyame de amma no from ye be wo na ba wiase ye de ne be ba no na nyame adom no wo no so dada wa ben ntu kan ya no wache omo sa nkura ne bi ne betimi apie free ba bi te se crashing tumuro aba na pass book So big na wo mani mo kira de emfa ekom kra de wo mo kom ku wo mo sei na ye de ye frupan ehyan aben na kra na ama ne ti ya wo sei won nkra bremu nti wonu onyini nyina ya wonko a ti se kro no bi no bi introduce no fa ba ko fa mienu eno ana obeye edie na mpanifo mo ye die na mo ya ma ye future leaders ye ni leaders papa se pa na be ya enye enkoyi ti mpanifo mo ada mo sorry na munya se du election na ehunu mo no munya adwuma ne nne taxes na ye gege na ekohe the resources na ye wono na ye de ko ye import konkrofo aman so no eso mfa so no ewahe eze sika ni nipa kakra bi na edi wona ewa kire ni nya enso omo akire na doso sin kakra no penifo yesramo pa mususu ntwi mu ani won sem bi se hu na muntie sufre no kofo odi ya wo mu dodo se yesi ye beautiful lines obi anka ne nsem ana abehu mu kire no wo ho tie ankasa so yesi ye obi bia na we omo ni bie kura hu se wo kom kura wo ye okay na ye wo bibia nso ya te sunsu kom de people mu die daddy be say kraje dwunu ho ya say hospital so kura issue health ya reho sem ya de bia meka se nyame am obi akromfo ba wani hu a na wo kwa akowia na nyame abodie mu oboye nyina se ne nseso na se fa ahyase ne nya bo nse na deviate wa divert wa ko ba bi foforo timpanimfo a mo wo ho krachi ntwumuru oti region ho no esremo mo nkeka mo ho munya bibi enu mpo de obi hu so onim se mo ye bi na oboa mo na hwe kra saade ha adwen the same BC the same wasi ena mo betro ti esre na nanom mon sorry na ye mo de mo kro no no se mpo abani na nya maaye na kromu na so de na yesu betimi aye aboa dia na me baby a me metimi a sa ohini ye owo ayi asen ho baby a kuhia ho baby na na yesa me konam ko hwe no ono a so hwe kromu fere kura so de enwura beto ha anya bad na ye visuals me yasa munya me wo me phone so da ho because ye be ni 6 am news ye be ni 6 am news na ye hu de mu ankasa mo hu de ekro enye kura nkura nim wo de me send am ampadu we se me ye se me delete me yi ni mu adoso e na me ko hu ye me se anu ama na enti me nya ni nyina afa cha me nya ampadu me send ma se mo problem they making se me no crashing tumuru e na me body but e bia na wo so wo baabi na school pa e wo ho ye se north east ho ho so nye now the wo bia 0302 211 701 702 703 704 what is your bampacha no pa menka odisha ba wada na
Isempa ma so yo.
Na mente wonka papa.
Ampacho system pati me hu ye, ampacho me hu ye.
Yo. Odisha be. Odi na odi confirm me mame. Crashing tumuru ho no no. Ye wo school papa bi wo ho. Ye like twa ho ba ko ye papa pa kire me wo ho. Na de that crochet that ye ho fabra because they are the banana odi. Ye wo school papa pa wo crashing tumuru ho.
So what me da say oba crashing tumuru maka say school papa de meka say out of 100 meka say be 2 pen obenya say papa e wo honom to that to kwampo no ne aye papa kwampo no be kona kesen kunya kwampo enisa school dan no mu ntina che se akwakoya sufficient pa but sufficient pa se nyina inu se so man be betum pone kese gina homasua so but se ba se man be betum pona se gina homasua se ba se obaka chinchomo hanom na school kunya ho asem ba bia nkwada bet na se asua de no na akwakoya sufficient pa dia ya me bisa me nso anye bia nti o mana ye se betum pona kese gina homasua no anye bia nka chinchomo se betumi aboa mo man betum pon a so be kan ho na se yanka ho it's a very sufficient pa because if you catching to money set no I know ultimately more no ma sufficient but with this educational stories now I say I'm a tired pa no any insurance no like I say media chisa na me push penipon so ehwe say benya anu papa pi e de ma school from catching to money na but no me DC o catching to money onabo akwasun kuma ojire.
Sorry, audition about Facha Mekakra. I'm bedroom patch my Sandy way na mount check mommy because I was about this awunya checking a fatuso. Now audition banso whilst I walk casano send the other visuals and any pictures in be mommy because me dear no sana me clear me munti me delete be free so Mr. Whilst I walk casano so bet me and send ye be na woman hunu dear walk can one someone even all the new pictures the crowd war it was schools who do no mono. Ma yensen to minka mesra opa nti sampedu te minka na wa check na odi atoso kakra metimi asandi bia ma
isa fati mati me enho djuma de ma o
mate
nti na se de me to aso eka no eno me ne ho na bukwa me ekwasin kuma ojire edi nkombo dc work in chomron we ko ba kan chumo ayo project bi egbe ho no I know so get time project a e chance net ma jeje mu a o ma bande no currently oko eye banda krampo ano kadin chumwa this year junior high school wo eye banda honnom no banda DA junior high school obi eye uncompleted building mu eno makoje omutinuma omutimwa musua de be 7 years ni na mihwehwe mu kire se krampo ma minu krampo kire se wasembo fano etimi increase school dan mu essence wa beto an project so ama kwakoya sufficient pa anya no kwa se nandi kromo sema ye kai no se ye ma nkoda eti awia se be kafra che pa na so be hwe se onempe difu bit na bo mbodi pa no motimi ahwe so metimi apagya homasuam e wo kachin chemo ho no mana but this time no nya kachin chemo fo nyina ese nyina ne se mi anka se ho na me di kan e kai ne se mi tu no ye fre omo omunsam obi aban ene eye ankunam kan fo se so man bitum pona se begina homasuam pa so pa dia endo monto ni fameshe kachin chemo se sister fia e asifesem be kwa kotan koda e da form
audition ba
sister fia
the other bed no no usikrom de say nadi krom nandi krom na me pacho school started from here ne kwesi here
but from KG to class 6
eno ne apata no ena teacher ni no o krom na teacher ya posting from baby aba ho
it is your teachers pa
teachers ho me ka nandi krom ho no
teachers wo
na sa babia na nkra ne tena hoye KG na crèche na class 1 ene sa pata no ene kra nya pata babia board no wo ho ene omudi shade mre agu ho
this is empacho from KG no to class 6 no nyina no tafia am da wote sana madam no ekasenti KG de no kwampo de exit classroom because o share pictures na any videos na so ho nyina pa de na kesa ko azonto desktop but tafia system
na me pa chewo ni die mu a na wo kro no
ita fa yo hene wo kro mu ho no pa
assemblyman so ho
asama na wo ho no na no na me ne onabo assemblyman mpubi John edin kombo ebisa na basa educational infrastructure o kadin tumo honum enkanka na ye banda honum ono no e banda west area na opinion say in fact we be take over as assemblyman no wa hu sa challenges no but what to one na mo but stafia ma membo a church for ni bi so abaso e wo kadin tumo omo a okoto say omo ti that kind of condition mu a omo na ye tidin kombo no empempren na ebi no kire ye no say se oba e kachin chuma na mpo se Kanda district so be educational stories a na mpanyifo amoda educational no ete omunyina no se emo muni nsentwo poni nkombo but me no mudi nkombo sa no mka chem se aso ode sheba yenko so ama da chem ntirima international or how we mu na asisen because eto da bi kwampa omu post teachers kwampa ba kachin chuma na mpo se Kanda district kwampa now me who those kind of infrastructure and like say o mabama branch so what chako because how can a teacher been exposed to weather say original classroom or some kind of documentary and do not one time of fire dynamo so much material then that teacher is even in the areas I was catching to in a person district enti asama na there also to one amu bebre sa ba se misale say consider ben na to money ahwe is that ya
MP ben na wo ho no oti ho no ye hwan no
but currently MP ho no e ho na bo Solomon Kuyon one of the current MP for Kachin Chamon district that's our constituency
na mo hu no kro moda
one abu Solomon Kuyon there make say ono na the current MP at Bayino ono so me na edin komo pa e the first answer no na o tell me say it's true because 2016 na ono na the DC e wo Kachin Chamon o man penyi John Zaman Mahama apenso enti ono so one edin komo na o ka to nyina no say yampase those kind of infrastructure no one enti na ni de chia
or this
enti that every day say is in the pipeline no pipeline is paper enyam paida pipeline no
or this year be ya pa de yi honorable kanu ya pa ho because they are working why you DC pen and then waba be MP enti no krakra na say we yasema working ahun so so just say na nkra we hwedu o she green dear pa chese na we asa ayi buchia your friend say yeah soja asa omo to awia oh odisheba enye me defend omo na maya na we he because enye fine yeah
this is na make say on say am for no onya ko mu tira so ku bisa mo say anye bia this is challenges now and to for na to kon yahu e wo constituency na mpo se wo area so nom anye bia na wo be na wutu ho asa na wo na wutu ho asa obetu apa ho the only answer they will give it to you say ampa maybe man hunu say that is the challenge that omo ekom enti yetu ho na mo but na bibisa me ho say anye bia no egusi da ben na anamo na mo kire say mutu no sense abanda skung bofra ya omo eti uncomfortable di no mo na penso sana ndiko maso na yeka no and me DC August na akosin komojo ndiko mo na wa kire me say the contractor is back on site o ye nwaduma and also if you catch nchamo ho no ma eba ayekpana this is employment me no ka say ntima ho say no anso na contractors no so e was site mo so omo eye nwaduma nti e bom fa say ombe wi mo fa na say be omo exposed to weather harsh weather na omo te ho no mo shuna dia dachim emba no omunya ba international there no maybe we can get some good results out of that this is that question to monday na metimaka nyina no say Adom for multimedia ye kutusre omunsam ewubi say one person ompa dia and the human science no omonhwe so mabeboyen say enyam kunja na eye squad dan na say squad dan so na je say omudi nkunya so de simon so e de amayen pa itafia eye asifisam aya
samo aya reho because even a form hokra no just say me blocks no omo free ba no obi ade ba na say
itafia na say
form
na ebinum kwampo de okwa omo dada form
na
na omo sua de obeka say na otwetwa mu yi ano ye store ba kunyo so edifre eye panda hanom say school mofa eda so etimango duase bi so dada form esua de na oba panda hanom so a okọ eye new Nkachina DA primary school. KG for the omo de sebeka kwa che omo sheda and mo hye se be sadi wonti dan nkasa no na o penti epambia omo de chambo fa na de abede AF organization plan eti from isua de it have you bet ascension 20 uko hu na se uko ka na uko bi santonifo a then you will get attack out of that but it have you as me say aduma nyanko podia share nsai no nyanko so anhwe se bachima be ko so na o hawe mu na enti de ye ne bit ma ye eda bom na o ma na tumpon esanse ni se ehuma hye na yo ma nyina fatum enti
eba me da me a asa me ye kura de mani bra ba wo so because so bad. Tesa me ferimpo. Me se me na ayobi be se akura we no one nkran akura tire the same yi BC jobe. Tesa enkura na nim kura tire se kom kura de wo mo. Na oh Lord. Am penimfo sa ekuro yi me sure se nandi kuro mu we. Empenimfo yi eba ho be campaign. Ni abehye bo akese. Ni abema me say ayi takrade second. Enti chese do election say ya say ekobnom ni ade ya ho kire. Enti one city kura de hye kwabrane sema oyo okay. One city ni ade dada wo mo.
Sister Yampa the sia no o share that kind of challenges na cost war. Both panda the same person ultimately moi kind to moi. Me to the sia no school pen be kwampo drop to school because
school ben okay yes we go school no we dress free fie as abetren futuro school atare kra wo mu ni empaboa na me chere say wo mu books there books me books kra say books kra o enti dia
na enkunne kwampo na munya bi kwampo na so na books na o manya say e bi o me sister via no me gina pempe kwampo e hwe mo fa bi o mu twa wo mu school sister via o mo dress kama o mu no mo kono but say a bottle of na me kwako nkoda we a o ka say nkoda o mo dwa o mo kwase sia na enti say na awofo kwampo e say it's like o mo abu nkoda na sa ma say kwampo mo no because o mo adwene say bi nkoda na eto da bi o mu school no mo hyeda na che say o mu di akwa na mo tade che da e fi sa but they didn't know say that is the situation now underground. As I say, of course, they say no. I'm not saying.
Auntie, there's a question. Maybe Sakura, who will be a question? Almost. Hey. Blessing no to no idea. Or more, come office be a no more teachers now. Come more table. One more table. Or more, I can so. Now one I'll be posting about Bequaha. Oh, called that. Obi anko. Also for education so papa. Enye ni nyina na abehu de na yayi bia mamo no. Samo kra mu ni adaje mo he TV na no kre because adwuma ne doso. Enti ni afrefre nkrofo ya appointing penifo sometimes mo hwe. Na enti ya wo circuit supervisor wo ho. A okọ round wa kire report anu ye bia ma de na obetumi aye biem. Obetro obeko obehu na sasa kura kwan obefa so odebeko ho eno so kura your problem enti this year what I want my phone see na wo mi di wachi a menya bp wo mo ho because e was ya ba ho na me be hwe sa de because adai enti wo e wa na akọ school a wo de abedu hey
sister pacha me pese wenya bp san sa ma we de so man Ghana no ya ni extra parenti nyankopon ka wa kuma ho but na pese me say
me so wasam pacho
anye bia no
odisheba
odisheba ya on na ni ononkasa emba catching to Monday street and I friends ukana this no meye to e wo no onhwe the educational challenges na ye ka ho asem e wo no say e very rich na e ka ho asem ye say bia ye bu yetu na ye ka nti the man that was sister fia
yo onso me da se what
na onya bipia be ha me pa me so wada
oh onso me da se o ya de enye fine but ye mompa ye say de ye kan ye benya odofo bi no atumi abeboa odisheba
Titavia.
School na Dynentry Hamilton Foundation ye ne de say.
Ampajo eno e won kwanta district.
Mrs school ni de say Tamale Dodo.
Ampajo eno no we na ye ho story, obi na ye ho story nti obi na on betimi aka wasem.
Mo amu no so ya ma confuse facha me. Mate. Enti medase papa. Enti no enkomo aye di school mu ensem o how school fu a D school, but any school die. And Konya nim to say the cratching to Murufui and Kraya, Womo Nandicrum, Womote for me. So also be a warm school. Ebru so dear, any a frame 0302 211 701 702 703 0302 211 701 702 703. Na de ye hunu e wo krache ntwumuru obempon ba ousu adi enkomoe nti no se wonso wo bi a na be phone lines no so bra na ma ye hunu because education system no build the nya kra as in infrastructure no ne ade no enkoye kra me say no anadwo na mesu sanka nyame so do to ma na gu so no ko to sika gum so a anka me de ma wo mo ma me fa me first caller wa homa no so me do fo me mu akwa abade wo ba Badwam so. Hello. Emi so nti en kapapa nti wo betimi afre na wo frɛ mom a na o TV volume no enu mom na wa ma no aba form na wa me yehu wo nso honom area no school no said tie because enkra no ne ye dache na se dache ni ti say dia ene ye problem Messi wa homa no so Messi no pay ye chia wo edase
ya mame money no
me je so papa na bibia boko de
Ewade Adom
pato free he na problem no ene say school mu ho no
ya frɛ me mense me frɛ ko area Ewade Adom
me pato entie wo hu TV no so me ani nkomo wo phone no so pato
me de na wo de no Ewade Nyankopon enka ho na onye okese me a me hwɛ wenem bia no ne sɛ dia wo se kasa na me a metime ho sɛ asɛm na kyɛw so atɔwo so ohun sɛ dia wo se enka na nsipa me ankasa no pasitu am sorry am hwɛ me hu nyina me basa mpanyifo na edi anim mana sɛ ɔmo hwɛ ko no so no ɛnyɛ sɛ ɔmo hu ɛnyɛ sɛ ɔmo nim ɛyɛ abro ba dia ka so abro no so no mintimi fa ɛno so so anopa we wa wo hwɛ bebia nkwala yi na sɛ bio kɔgya sika no wɔ hɔ no mo na I say a competition be no ɔmo yɛ no ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo empathica enye show nkrɛ akasa kɛse me meta to kwan pa ebi won ma hotumi kɔ baby a wo na wo sɛ nipa na ti ha no mo wo kan sɛ wo kɔ takrade baby wo ma 5 cedi ɛna ɔmo ani agye 5 cedi no ma bi ɛwɔ voter ko bi me catch us nipa no sɔrɔ ahemagye bɛdama
wow
dia ye koso ne dia tete odwin wa na wo homete enti sika obuti nkran bonten esa no bebebe no sika ba ko edical lunch no otam saska na sabio plywood ana board ko hon to fan ko bo bebe man ko e ma mun tana so
odo me da se
ana ye o mo nim dia
ya da se papa ma me fa nyakwa bro no ma e wo ahoba no so pacho mo akwa abade wo ba Badwam so
ya enia
Meda se papa mintio.
Pacho, because if we asin awroso. Yidiane ya pa bonoma. Hello?
Pacho ye ndi nkomo wo phone so. Na ntisa
ya me kan se anokwase ni ye huna ne pei eya setem pa kopa se mi bi se sankofo woto aba na se wonto aba. E wo Ghana ha. Na woto aba dia na ne ye hu anokwani emu ye wiem. And it's a matter say, MP and the DCO no overshare na bibia ebekoso. Meno kase asin awrosri na kan your challenges. And so honorable in team for your Asen South MP. Or the nkunga and nyama patapa de abre ya ye bonabaso. And it medito infamous say, oh wo bi a wo pete wo bua ma sa ekura ye hwetisi ale. School no ebeto mpono mesemo ala wonhwe na ye na ya de bia ya ase won kan Ghana ho ise wo kan Ghana ho
meda se papa ma me nkwa amoni Bernard eho me mu ache mu akwa aba
me ju so receive
ya da se yenti o papa
me pacho ene big Bernard amoni na condition special to nya asumo seku nene no areho na kan nyina wo hwede wi a yenua nom binom bia bia omu a ene ma nko yi kura benkura wo mu fa na the blogs ene dia for mo so mo di sua dia mega after me me rap yi papa ye be omo ye o master dia so omo hwe na nkura nya baby partner omo hwe na nkura so ensan ke bi na omo ye Ghana fo nyina Ghana fo ni kwa se bi enjoy na bi so ko sire ye hwe ye no mo na teacher sabato won kinkesu
enti wo so betimi afra de abam na de esa ye kura ne se Ghana de hie bi no a wo mu hu enema bi se ya wo mu akomate no mo gigi sika eboa yesi ofin so suku fu bi sa na wo ho ena Ghana de hie bi a wo mo Germany Düsseldorf Asanteman Union e wo Düsseldorf esi dan ewo o se ekura no kwa de ofin so henhen ho baabi wo mo asia peja edu linten no like ye be boso ye se ya fra minister ya fra na se baabi eduro ne de honorable be boso na nkura yinkotenem se nne na bia ye kan papa yi ebe kwa ye de ayenim obi kura ye no ye wie me se we kura de me se ye kan say ye ebi kura ye wie na honorable mefa scissors ntwam ne ye nkura nkotenem no so ye problem obi atumi ayem pa wie no je say bibi obi pese odidi ho bibi ya obi pese odidi bibi ho Ghana fo na bidi ayem hyehye adwene se de ne baba bi otie ni na wo hwe obi de baby otie ni na wo pese wo ye the same no betwa no keke ne enko no eno so ye problem yes sikun yes offense wo baby ono abo adutwum be boso ne enko ya nim eye problem o me do fo so ho homa no so me mo akwa ba onumonyamfo kwa bena Japan low TV no volume no ne enim komo wo phone no so me mo akwa ba
ya ni o afia mankwata maku mpacho na wote sa no pai
Yankopon adom me ho ye pa na de me pese ye nyina ye nya ne se suku nkura tete form tete ayi so no ene ye nyina ye fia no ntumu bi na ban no mamaboa wo mo bi so wo mo ne ye da che no nko an me hawa no pai na nka me de ade achi ni bia me okay
ayo me pacho midini ye onumnyamfo kwame Japan
kwame yo
kwame Japan fan place mame krobo
yo mintio
afia mankwa anopaye no kore me de Adom TV de memfa eni agrokwa mesoro no passe me chen news adoma na mehwe bande no kwasem ni ade amahu pa samiyam ehyehyeme edema France me mai ene me wo fa asene mo no fi se weni ma yehu o msa no afia ebirimi ni party bi pa ewo mu o mampanyi bi wo mu ena minister bi wo mu ena MP bi wo mu ena chese mi hu sa meka no ndi afia ne kwanya mianim ena so o so akasa yie papa mani agye esanse o hwe de ekoso o manu a na nya kwa ye mpanyi fo sika tutu tie ayo o manu ha na yentimi Francisco adan efa mankulai entem enhia de mankulai omomakoma atom yam afia se wusi school dan na sabofai ekotem na school dan ye fa akwaru ka yire ne ho paso obesu ade fisika ye seno ewo mbwante so MPs ministers sika ye seno mbwante so yankulai egu fomu hwade amofai eteso ndisi mi
serious bad
Entin ko hwesa de entin ka be ya na afia anu place me kasa do a wan hwe ya
wanu betra
meka de bebo so
wanu betra no kure because we ye nipa so uhunu sa de we ya wanu betra panimu bi wanu betra because anu odene enkomo we ye ma ne nso hɔ a baabi aduro no me sorry am sports for no de agudie mu nsama betwa mesa ba betena se enti se wo issue bi suku anase motimi aboa ma school no yesi na adru baabi ahokyera banti ebi ayehia mpanifo so omo ba beboa teacher education for ba beboa na no omo aya petampe omo ayo mo so obu mfi a mame nkomra bra ye di ye kodi agudie mu enkomo aba no ye besa ba betena se ni asa bie phone lines ni biem na won so problem a wo no na wo di aba na fe ya hwe because enade was say you use to crashing chumuru ho or T region ho as a case study. Na school's problem no. Ya ntimi nyeni nyina kra at least. I was penny for you because so far as I would to me call a campaign. Enya abato vote wo ho no. I was so mo how we would to me ye ho adwuma so de ma wo. Kakra yenka say ye ni nyina mpo. Na mo hwa ase bi na ye nuan mo a wo mo nsem obie amanone ni fie obi mpo hu a no obeya wo say bibi kwaso. Na kura na nkranke to at blocks so na me kura meti we so kura still me nya comfortable na wote ebuo so ebuo no kura nya smooth ntokura tuatua mu blocks na nkura we ete so ma me nkomra agudie mu nsam etwa so
CB ba Adom TV so Adom TV so bejonju media so dia o kan see on sempan sa kan no pan so ja medin di Enoch Kwasi Wolanyo Wallace agudie catch back pe the only nomenclature the professors degree in sports the Regina Wallace the nation's presenter and Messi kunya ekono kwanten coordinator ma do saka and no penso e Ghana gudim ejao chen so ma say Jeffas Health Limited the Jeffas edo tetahwe and etachiri edroyi ohwese na Messi kwa e ma no mema so no syphilis candidiasis why fita na so di po gonorrhea na chewa on set me can do bi betian samboa furniture eba shops and pharmaceutical shops how do you know on sabit me aka Jeffas ma catch that sinano kwesela no pa behwe ho dance ya waso dem omsi only Jeffas can save Omodin da son sabitia can betia boa emo pomodon sem so etime gina pinti eno pa 1x bet have always told you that betting fool nadin be funemu bet diwa eya uni mu feeling wetwe fa hunyim nyesa bet diwa wadwene betia bom utim betia san hye wanhwe ahuso abrabonum kra da biada bet with the money that you can afford to lose bomodin da so pe bet so dia no ane 1x bet madama ene oba intense awodo a ebefia yintu omu kanani obia ebone dan so 1x bet ho dance here ana bidi e dia amount we mu ene sponsors ne tutu ni twetwe na no pay omo tech abo medicine so kwetwe jaw a journey of 1,000 kilometers begins with the very first step. Penchas here, MFF UEFA Champions League matches not 8 minutes as out to top film, and ne matches not 8 minutes out to us so uninterrupted. Chandusman said Chelsea, and a little and a dear case in the bit in Sabosnia Doma, and no 3 8 p.m. say Ghana case in the to film as Sempa 94.7 FM and Adom 106.3 FM. The live commentary, a bit in Sabro, not for your match no Husun on Sony, and no power, second game and also a Basono, a Bilario. One so on Sunday for Juventus na Omashesi kind and also 8 p.m. say guy na match no 8 of FM way a UEFA Champions League against here and also 8 of FM afi yen sanem na FM yen to Ghana nkomomudia Ministry of Youth and Sports and honorable Mustafa Yusuf ono eyeka opanya ono ana Ministry of Youth and Sports no ene nkomo kakra tian san ba e de akire ne any amount ene Ghana ban e de ahyem e de ama the 13th edition of the African Games and also ebetian sepiem no Ghana e wini right no say ebetian host to African Games no in August 2018 ya roso asekwan bia so ebetian saboa atosi enema ye ne infrastructure ke ebetian the games netian sapem so no so ni afena pen for the so sabo fema ehon hyehye so egu so ekoso.
The protocol agreement was signed on the 29th October 2021. After the signing of the protocol agreement, Ghana has met its obligation of paying the initial $900,000 to the African Union as a commitment. The government of Ghana is committing over $200 million to provide the international standard sports infrastructure for the games and several millions of the US dollars in activities before, during, and after the games. The sports facilities being constructed at Badwam in Accra include Olympic standard 10-lane competition pool, an 8-lane warm-up swimming pool, a 5-meter deep Olympic diving pool, 5 tennis courts, including a 1,000-seater center court, 2 multi-purpose halls, and each of them 1,000-seater. Also under construction at Badwam is 400-meter athletic warm-up track, a football training pitch, an administrative block. As a legacy to the project, the facility at Badwam will be transformed into a university for sports for development.
Inti winning command also at PM feed the 13th African Games no Honorable Mustif Yusafa and Atene Council didn't come 18 to Jadiafa, Sena a Ministry of Youth and Sports and Saka Sikadia Fia Banwa, or my class as a chada Edia Tubo Tema Sheso, Esha Nimses and she says on Konyama Bitian Kui, Kaime, National Sumami said Nigeria, and a Burkina Faso, yes, and Komujesium says, now you him film Sema, Ghana, and Yaji, Esha Nims in Yatuma, you bet me a infrastructure, Bitian Bois, and my surgery within Etian Sakui. Say, you bet me we are Nasi, you know, and also a Meren Crabia and a Bitian Sachere. But they need to Sachere one crowd from there. FIFA from paying for certain team on some gun crata so Adena Ghana and Nigeria play off the co-work up against Kessiano or more assess and die. It is against Kessin between certain times with Sansa body every coqua, Nani assessor.
FIFA Kuno and a bon crata diaba watch say data was shut to her. It said be memuha World Cup playoff no yan fan Nino and they was assassin. Data or the bayano na match Bosumine de Tosso a Junu 9 Nanso ne FIFA say wasachire mukra match ne de toso adununum esi afiada ehonom na Ghana yɛgye atomu ɛna ɛne Nigeria man no ɛde abom Cape Coast agopama no so na match ɛtɔso mienu no nso Nigeria fo bɛtena ɔmo fie na match bosome ne de ɛtɔso aduonu nkron ɛno bɛsi ɛbenada na ɔmo nso agye atomu ɛne Ghana di abɔni wow modimbo ne bɛsɔni wa kense mienu mu nyinaa no FIFA World Cup bɛto dwa wɔ Qatar no wodi wani kyerɛ hɔnom akɔbɔ mɔden ɛde ama wo man
Intia fame free a Black Stars of Ghana KCA playoff final Nigeria for the Bepem Sunuma Yanko National Under 20 the Black Satellite of Ghana Coach Abdul Karim Zitu ono and a team letting kwaje the last edition Emma Utim Sampa oje fans for Africa shares no nyasem ketwa and a coach and sem kwa krasa ba na small Kenyan nyamia doma National Under 20 team the Black Satellite of Ghana omo ehwe nim so betia build a Winson team betia kudim kunim no ma defend the title no sebia akensi kese a zone B wafu akensi kese no nyama betia koye ediama the 2000 Energy Under 20 African Cup of Nations enchibia no and also ebetia baso no.
You know, the league is going on. Both Division 1 and Premier Division are busy. So it's like they go and they come back, they go and they come back. And it has also helped me a lot. Unlike the previous Under 20 where there was no league and it took me a longer time to prepare them. But you can easily see that we are more into the game more than the previous time. Why? Because they are always active. But the only thing I'm trying to manage is the camping and then the league matches they play and then they come to work with me. That is what I'm trying to manage now. Because they go to play, they come here, I have to forget and then do what I can do to get the best out of them. So that's the only, it's not a problem, but it's the only thing I'm trying to manage now. Aside that, so far so good. Well, yes. When you talk about talent, I think this squad is ahead of the previous Under 20. Seriously, but there's one thing I think I'm now trying to infuse in them. That is the mental toughness. You know, even if you play your game, you come here, you play. You won't tell me you are tired. You have to play. That is the objective of why I allow them to play. So. For the talent issue, yes, this team has a lot of talent than before. We are now working on the other aspect to put together to come out with win something.
Coach Abdul Karim Zitu and Okita National Under 20 team no Wafu Zone B Cup of Nations Total Energies Under 20 African Cup of Nations no Ghana it message previous edition Albany and afen so Mauritania awgidi pass nyame adom betia san defend nti o say sa Under 20 team ekita no omo yade kra sen ne ode kwaje ba ko nti we dey otimi say agededa and egu so atifie yenko the junior national Under 17 team the Twinkle Little Stars of Ghana onso ni abrepa na sentem coach pa kwesi Fabian the team no kopie mo voter region hope ema omoko 3-day campaign e worma ombedu fie no ne nkoma ode agya efa Under 17 team no so ho enie.
We started on the 19th of January with all the selected players from Summer Boy, from KGL, and then selected players from other regions. So far, campaign has been good. Everything is moving quite well. Some players have left and others have come in, and we are still looking. We are still pruning down until we get the final squad in due course. Yeah, preparation has been ongoing. As I said, we've been training morning and afternoon. We've already played about 4 or 5 matches, and this is the 6th one. We're going to play a lot of matches outside Accra, outside our camp, to be able to prepare the boys very well for the tournament that we are going to go through. So, like I said, preparation has been good, and it's all, everything has been provided, and we are working very hard to be able to raise a very formidable.
See, Coach Pa Kwesi Fabian and Altene Kauno Kita, the national Under 17 team, the Twinkle Little Stars of Ghana, Omo Campo, our Ghana Man Soccer Center of Excellence, Pram. Now, so Omo Kudi 3-day store, voter region, ana omugiri pa so maba ne de niam aguso kon kakra e de amom yen hwese na the Black Maidens of Ghana so eye de a coach and din ene Baba Nuhu only kita the Black Maidens of Ghana na almost hwehwe say FIFA Under-17 World Cup qualifies against Senegal nyame adoma betimi qualify young Taranga Lioness eni abere so hye kwan biaso no onso ebe qualify e was akinze kese no so etime sapiem no e my way ko bodompem e wo Ghana Ma Center or Soccer Center of Excellence pramprama omo ehwe nim se kwan biaso no betimi nya a winsome air sider omo ebetimi aboma sa qualifies na etime sakoi me ne ukasa idie omo eni emfichire teams ana airbo na so sisi de omo chese enche bi omo be move emfichire teams no mabo high profile matches ebetimi aboa na fortify the Black Maidens of Ghana so far as preparation is concerned.
The Morocco friendly was a very good exercise because some of the girls, that was their first time of even seeing the Accra Sports Stadium. And so it's always good that when you are preparing a team, you give them that opportunity to see how far they can stand the test of time. Going beyond there, I think we're supposed to travel to Egypt for another friendly, but that one didn't come. And so we just have to engage under 13 boys to see how prepared we are moving from the Morocco match into that Egypt game, because that game didn't come and we need to just get a game in place of that to see how we are moving forward. That is how come this game. Even though we lost 3-2, but I can see that playing against boys and you are able to come up 2 goals up and then they coming down to have 3 goals. It's not a bad idea at all. And so what is going to happen is that I have noticed 1 or 2 mistakes, especially at the back, because I gave an opportunity to those who didn't have the opportunity to play in the Morocco game. That is how come you are seeing a different face today. But in the latter part of the game, I have to bring in those who started in the Morocco game, just to see in the absence of one, how the other one can also fare. So we are on course. We are on course. It's very useful because, like I said, I gave an opportunity to those who didn't play more, who didn't have more time in the Morocco game. Something that will bring all of them together or bring all of them at the same level, so that, you know, from here we have to look for another opportunity to get a game that way we can use our full squad to see maybe because we need to have another high profile game before we travel to Senegal.
And Coach Babanu only kita the Black Maidens of Ghana and my team and papa team sampa of ya honka kan crowd train ball for 10 or churches and near AC Echo at the mom. If you offer an inchim on craft from the national sumam say coaches Makuma Kubes and 9 ana eni ya pawo ni na se busumi bia ye bo Ghana Premier League ni bia mpanyimfo yi eye coaches a ombo modern pass coach of the month we hyehyɛ so kokura amafo beka general busumi coaches na etimi epie mu e wasa nomination mu no ohwe mu ne sene Messi course asa coaches yi omo pie mu November busumi nim na yakukɔ mu hwe sene Messi course no Dr. Prosper Nete Ogum Koroko for head coach wabe piem ana afen so Omar Abdel Rabi ono so ye Mediama Sporting Club for so coach wabe piem ana afi Kasim Mengel be Chem United for coach ono so abe piem ana afi Besama Kobimensa of Karela United omo be piem se bosome general no omo yade pa se na omo yade November busumi nim
etwa mu no Ghana Premier League no omo mode mo no esani na wo hwe nipa hodo na ebo mu din nyina omo bo mo homode pa ndi odikan Asante Kotoko bobokuo no coach Dr. Prosper Ogum obo matches na hodo enum wodi nkuni menan ya okon tipenku baako a wandi nchobia Omar Abdul Rabi Mediama coach akensi ahodo ensia na odi ne hoji mu a wodi nkuni miensa wokon tipenku mienu ya wodi ntwo baako afi Kasim Mengel Kansi ono nso wo Bechem United akensi ahodo enum no wodi nkuni mienu ya okon tipenku miensa ya onum wandi ntwo na de wotwato Bismarck Kobimensa Karela United ene wo akensi ahodo enum no wodi nkuni miensa ya okon tipenku mienu a enum no wani ntwo ndi nipa ahodo enan ene mo gira brane ne se tu wo su ntunta ye yi baako de akyede hyenhyen de ahyenensa de kruwa aka no ho.
And the coach of the month nominations no repeatable last year November omobai and this year so omasan twumuti e was a kruwa mu na yensan kwa ni mu bi ndia na as a player of the month and also nasco for ana empempi no omtade om television no nketwa ne akase eja nkofo ase benya do mudi mu nkunim na yekom hwese na nema esi ekoso no koroko player ne din ene Frank Mbele Etoga ono so ne dia be PM nominations ni for player of the month January no osan ko Ashanti Gold Football Club mo bante ba ko fence ya wa no omo so ya de bruta ana afin so kwa no Umar Bashiru of Karela Football Club Samananti esi o ma yade nti bosome January no omo so hwanim si bi ba ko na ye di TV se ayon se pen se pencil ye di aman e wo sa baso bodi mu
mu se fa di kan akwawie ye wo Ghana Premier League ni mu de nanso players bi wo hono mu a January bosumi nim omu di agoropa enu nti players ahodo miensen ya pa mu din si atusu ntonto ne abo ma baso ene odi kan Asante Kotoko striker Frank Mbela Etuga wotontena enumu a man of the matches no waji mienu afei ya wanon so si akan de ma Ashanti Gold man of the match ne waji baako ya wotontena enan na Umar Bashiru nso Karela United wotontena enan ena man of the match no waji baako nti nipa miensen empenifo hwemu yi baako na nasko abaso body e wo ho no yedina gina simpie so e de ahye ne nsa
nti one day ahye ne so ma me say we NASCO player of the month award and ye hwe nim say kwabias no one of these three players nsa ebetimi aka but ye me de prapra me prama adwade kura no Ghana Premier League amafo beka ye the El Clasico the super clash between House of Folk and Ekodoko and Clamasi the first round no Accra Sports Stadium and Asakins get it Mesatuja 90 minutes of soccer fiesta the scoreline was barren Ekoye kuku simu awe nyabi menso me nyabi e was na nema AC course nei etu akwotwere na etwere e was na nema AC team ye ba Premier League log na so dia having played 17 matches first round no say anything na hye AC tie e de Emma clubs a wo mu kon okodenden Inti Yakuma Hesson and MSC Dia Kumasi Sando record first with 37 points, Bichi United at second with 30 points, Great Olympics at third with 28 points, Aviana Stars at fourth with 27 points, Ken Faisa at fifth with 26 points, Nafi, Mediama Sporting Club at the sixth position with 26 points, seventh, Karela Football Club 25 points now with Timi Enya, 8 Accra House of Fuka or no Enya 25 points. Uhe league leaders Kumasi Sando Kwa, Oma Chemu 12 solid points, Dabenda and has beaten Santana, so still was any that so ho. Yaba Dreams Football Club, Sayo Madaison, position, Kronho, so 23 points, Mackenzie, one editing time, so Ghana Premier League week 10, week 17, and Yedia Kugono, Obama 10th Air Club, no Ebrekum Chelsea, 22 points, no Ashanti Gold Football Club at 11 to 22 points, Legon City at 12 for 21 points, Real Tamale United, Slim, also qualify, Demua, at 13th. Our 20 points. BB Gold Stars, baby, fintum see ABB and Nania. Urima 14th position with 20 points. Now, Accra Lions and Kanjata, 15 for 19 points. Wafa, Edda, 16th position with 18 points. 11 Wonders, Edda 17th with 16 points. Now, Elimina Sharks, Edda 18 for just 11 points. Inti Channel Smami say, Ene, Sabain, Eshen, the Troben to see and Fakins in Siadia. Wafa 11 Wonders, Elimina Sharks, Ombetia relegation. I was saying, Yama ACL core, Jumedia, Yegusu Agent, into room, and it's an Yama ACL Cordia, nature say near Abanono, Ede Ama Ghana Premier Leagues, Makumako Besse, teams Makumako Besse, Dumo Channel, almost so Eshe, and Eddie Hunsun and so on at St. Jow. Medisi Ada was cinema San Chelp, but Presla, director, Adom TV, in terms of ACL direction there, Utimi Sampa, one of the youngest females, Albon Modern Pane, Utini Dia Shani Mame, and Edin a birthday into Ogini too. I was saying Yama ACL Costume Jennifer. Ajua Bofi, baby Ubiano, Mama Jane, fantastic birthday morning, and come out, down, father down, ate, Mama Jane, father down, father down, my Jennifer, you too much, Obano so cute, Bibia, it's me to Yamyatoma, ebe fie na ne ohubia se ebe koto so aka se ebe transfer aka ebe ba ye hu sina nema ebisi akwa rade ntina ni ma no onye okese wonyi fi bebe da so ni fan ko bebe da so me din professor Yike wala sagudi catch ba ko pe na gina mu and of course evidence based sports presentation it me jaw the act of being a good guest is to now to say goodbye.
Meda se mesamu akwa babiem do Badom TV Badwam dwumade eso sede ahomache no ye hyase no ye ka school sa enye ewa mantam bi mu ni tichu krache ntwumuro ye oti mantam no mu no na se course ne de ba na eba problems ne de ye bebre na ba ko bia na me kan wo official say yese yi asantemankuo wo Germany Düsseldorf womwa kakra womwa boaboa wom nsa no de eboa sesa school na wo official wo hwe before offenso sakem nkoye kura omukwa de na ebo a wo mu akakra ne say at least enchanse gu so but mfuturo mu ena asantema ku ewo Düsseldorf keka wo mu nsase so wo mu ba beboa ye ne na napoku ba bedi nkomo na wo de pictures no ebe wuro ewo ho na was wa hwe bi before and after ya wo mu asre se ba bi o madu no de ka ban lenten ho no ya ba bebo su ka ban no emfe no ho ka no na de plastering no mu ho no kwa wo mu anya ka wo mu ye okay minim se bia na me ka sai ene bia ban ne mpanifo kwa akoye sa school na I don't know de ya wo mu kra no so obi kra tu no ho asi wo so opese wo boa no support no kra nso ma eno ba ku ya ye wo ayi jamre kromafo no wo bi di ni sika ede ne ema na eba awofo ne aba time panifo yenko nsuo yentwe eniema ne emfa moa no leba no adwuma no eno so amonye obi di sika na eba say me pese me boa no me na meti kromo no me so me de kakra me ye de aboa no eno so me se menye enti che say kosi koda bibia aban na saban ni ntumi nye ya nso aye ho nso ntumi nye krachi ntumi ho de ya make sa nandim krom ho de school yi ti nananom ani die mu nanamo nti eni carpenter fo okro ni mu yeni carpenter ye betumi abobo ye fa ne se bench yi bi na ya mu ma ye de ahwe wo mkosi sa aban ne beba eno nso ye ntumi nye Edin Amekwa eja poku ho o zoom na me ne eja ni nkomo ne yenhwe because ono ti ni baby wo ye okay kura baby o motiro mo ye okay eno aban no system ne ye adwuma ne yenkeke yensa asemfa meboa na no so monye eja poku so o te me nka me mo afihia pa mo akwa ba
so hema
medase papa na anidie mo asanteman koso kuo sa ne kro no kuo ni dinde wo Düsseldorf
Ipacho ya free asanteman Düsseldorf
okay na mpacho dia na makwa akwaye wo offenso sakem
yo wadaroma dasi ebru mechiawa ahwefo no atiefo nyina ya frem na na dusi poku ekuo no me ne wohene ameda no na wadaroma ekuo no adoye ekuo ha ye buru anan no afa asanteman mu no ye hu se offense school enye kura se de money tue da so enye kura ntie etua na ma se ye bekwa akoboa ntie koye no de ye akoduro no ye koye na se na etie na sabi ebre ni niema na guso ene ekoboaye tanam ye de ekodi awu ya aba no se jema ha womu niema ewo bia nipa bebre ayi wo modi sabi entimi hia be mfie mienu ni entimi hia eno akasa wo sa boaboa sika ano ade aba beduru abaye adi dwumadie no ya sra senke krom hofo kra no womu moye nnua sabi nnua fa guda no so se de betimi abot ya bono abesi na ya me no kasai enya muaye bia firi ho enti e besre ene ya fra ban so aba kratia wo hwe education ya fra no omfa tinam dia beda mo sama da roma momwa sade e be ya aban beti enka enti emu no na waba beboaye was wabasu asene na ayese ne kra na aye project na amna ye fe anim se school de instance ho said ye be ya nkola na wo mantemu ho no omo beto omo no manya school na akọ na dia asumdua aba na ama omaiga na afa ne ntuma pefra enti usha me na said ye tie no no
ya asemo na no anyo obi a na besre mo mu ankasa kuo no a mo ya doye kuo nti mo dwene ye se ye hwe asantema mu a we mu de no wo soro nti wo se ye boa wo mo no baby amakoduro no covid-19 no amma sese no nhyiamu mma na sika no mpobi aba enti nka hono mofo no ankasa nsommoa no eno so ada ne bibi e wo ho enti sese no enti ya dai na say ya nka ya westi sika no keke
Yeah. Ya wesi sika no.
Nampacho minister na nkasa mu no so manya no sa district education director na munya no a minister na nkasa monya no na wo kro no mo no so manya no na de na wo mo ye mo ka sa mu hia enua de na mo ya anya carpenter fo kro no mu ana kro no mu omo so betimi agege bi because anya ho na mo kro mu free menya hwe obi aba ko bi na be free wa na mo akra mo timi anya sa opepa no ye no nti kro mo hafo no so no de na wo mo ye de na wo maka kire mo
afia medawase ekromafo no de ohene no a obesi su no so obo anua no enso since covid bae afia yante nka semia megusu afra no senka wo ma yenua kra na yanso yantra se ababoa afia abono a se nene nua ne beba obi ani ena minister awoka no so ya frɛ no a so afia enya hom ya ebia na wa hwe school a enkwala se de ekoto ye na se de enkwala yi esi atie babi a wo motena bi musitie ne enya hom abo ne enkoboa wo mo se nya covid dafu ya kaminim se nya mebe se ne ho ne munya the covid ya abenti no ama sabi asante mai doso do fiani atata pa meeting kra afia wontimi nkobi ese woni ense oteka kire wontimi nkobi ana se bi wako mobilize se wodi sika bi akodu obi sika so de ba be ye sada no tisre ana yesre odana obabo omo a obi anfa so hono akoya se ha omo yakofa ana edan no so sika ya tuagu bebre azia
ana sa wo hwe dan no a minim se director de beto so a em se wo wo so ntimi mfanto so ya de beto so enche na fa ye hunu before and after
enti ya de sra na yesra ban so wo so yasene na enwie dan no na ekrom hofo ene form entuma penfra fi se ba bia na kola ne etie no enye kura
enye se mehu enye kura mfuturom ene de ba bia mapagade akosie de ba de se esanke awie ye hyase ebrebe
me pato se
na me bisa se ye hye danas esie ebrebe
afia me fa ni ngama ni nka edan ya tase ko be emfie nani
wow
covid na abebom no ahaye pa nka ne ye ko ko speed pa
nana mintwa no
covid na ahaye pa
nana mintwa no sabre sa hwefo ohwame a sa offenso ekron kwa de say ya
sakam
aha offenso sakam school no say na netie ebre hwe aponche kura de ho no kokkoje na home nti we me ya show sa picture we ye twa no ayi ye friend say be weekend bi enje say weekend dey amponchi ni nwan ye ho no so kokkoje wo ma home ni akokko toilet agu wo ni adwonso agu wo wo be ko na ho kan ti say na school no etie ena nei dusu asanteman Dusseldorf kuo ya ewo Germany wo mo boa nanso ba bia wo mo aboa koduro no covid defu enti wo mo ntimi nhia no wo mo nsa kwagye sika because bi mu kura adwuma sei na no empanifo na nanom aban ni mu mpanifo mo mra no ye mo ano no so ye bibi enti no na cha say eno no we ye before after no beba na fe ye hunu nia eko eni soso mame me na nkomodie no mame fancy ha na anu onten se de ye kan won se obi ye wo papa na wo wan show appreciation like as when you show na gwa mani pan kra na bamabu baso wo ye ade amaw no ohun so wa ho keka wo mu no a eno na hye ne de eni oni bi kra obekwa akofa na ode aba be ye na se ye krofo no ansoso ye show bibia ase emfa ho sensike omudi ye school dan e wasakam ye fra was offense yi akọ betimi dia hwe ne mo ko betimi dia hwe omo ne o mabusua before no ni o school no sakam ho offense sakam no say na net ye hwe nchansin we wo bakura ko school na nchansin ko twa no a eno so kra ye serious enti wo mo sha asie no so ebi eno no enie ha dwen ahometie Into omo ye project no ne de no empanimfo bibia aban eyampa baban no nko antu na obi anya bi na be wi akire memenya me de yi a e de ya be affect bibi obrempon ba ke o wusu story ya na ndim kromu hoyi videos ne pictures awasade aba no enti me wo offenso sakem say na say school no wo mo si akoduro lentin na woyi eno na aka ho sesi ayo a emu se fuka ho na nyo mo bo apayo asanteman disudofo na nyo mo bo apayo covid-19 nhyiamu ma ke bi kra nko ma wie enti akoba ne sa no wo mo aka kire nananom samomua wo mo enso akwakwada ne bibia wo ho wa hwe ya sa dan ye ho akromfo ye de anwe egu ho no na kwabrane nso akwakosesa no ono ade ye ono ane de de mani ye kwa na ye ba mame na nwie na wonkonkoto na adwuma so na nampa chote ye nka me sa mu akwa ababiem
oyo ma me jusu abro
me da se enti wasem etwa to na agya menya o na koye wadwuma na ye nto aso mfrifie
yo wahima edie me mind the sort of sreni esre this of asantuma ku sreni esre se abama so yasene na ba bia ye duru enyira ahwimum enyema enkola ni nya kwan ko school Muhammad awro mo nim covid no enti esre ahwefo ene atiefo ankra bia be ka wakoma no otimi be so ya mo be ka ho ne aba enyira ahwibom ne ma enkola no etimi nya ba bi ko school enti na de be sre mo medical so ada Adom TV ebedamasi sa de fefa ma ya me no unyame isram on trim studio mu station mu ne some de ma kwa akire enso obema Adom ni isra kese abam so mu station ko ya Adom
intino
esre ne na asie na mde ma mu nyina wa
ya da mo ase papa nyame isram nso ne se de mo amodwene efie na mo keka bi bom e de ba beboa ye nyame isram nso pa ya da ase bresemu no ye bompa ye se ne mpanifo ohwe ye besa afro obiem na ye ni gisem se ya boso ama ye wiemu ade ama sukuu mofra so anya mu chefe ekom ye da se nana ye da se papa ye da se enti no ene ye ka no ye sremo Ministry of Education ne Ghana Education Service mpanifo district directors abusha education so no obia nya na famu de me ye sure pa se report no ekọ nanso kwabranete so Eye problem ti esremo ene ye na kromafo na ye nso ye tirimu ye nya papa no ye nko twe anwea megu ho ye nko twetwe pesi megu ho na nso wo sesako enua yi ye mfa na wo twe ne baako na wo de ko enti se no de ne nye na ye wi ane asa abasa ya ban na aban moa na aban moa wo so ade ne de aba wo wie enti wo ye sa wo te sa wo ye na some Cray Foundation say na tia wa de na wo na enti se nyina ya nka mom ne anya ya kra na besa twa ba beboye ya because me ye me de ye na osumesi wo anya wo de ni ya san kra na ba benyini abomu wa nyina momu kra no a wanhwe na ba akwa ye ahurukasam na ode aba mame nko obrempo ba ke owusu ho na nandi krom sa school na nkra ntete no ye de video sonom ni ade ne beba na nso wo hwe bi obrempo ba mame mu akwa aba
hello
mejo super be hu chese ekwan kra wo de ko nandi krom ho no eno kra nso ya another issue ta kwan futu kwan na wo fa mu de kokro no mu no eno kra enko
isa sa mecho nka so ne wachi kakra ma me bat
ba sam ni nyina ya nandi krom ye school nkra na o motete wo na ensuo to a enkra we wo botena he because of form okra na ye nsamente ye eti so
ya ayuho sem papa isa ne se uko premu e won nandi D8 ye basic school e wakati ntumura na chesa ya roho ya cancer this year sem ya se ya be amania na se dia ya di ya so la betu mama for se dia na photoshop
and I know na me boy pro that was a ultimate in our question additional with the now I show for near egu away with handle and that is the TV no swat that air ho no could be na me first say na on na me a brain ground me now on person omu edi agrobi wo honom on person mo ye bibi e wo honom but the question na I think that ekuta blocker omu blackboard omu kuta chalk amoti eniase na nyampo kwa amoti so na nyese bia ewo shade bi anase bia omu mango bia de sia ebetina abo amodi chana chana ense etina akoso na mbo omuti bia nyampo kwa nwura mpo kwa gi afro agu forma bia pokwa anase bi pokwa ntime mo amotese ehwe ni mo enkasa ana amoti a omu etina de se obi pokwa ense da ehwe se da be ya but prayer so amoti so that your call has been put
Kafra na ya kan say obi dia ode aba Facebook ni amu na mehu ha wose sefia there is a community war Sini East district at the Bunya Bunu East wose ho condition nye no school block not even a single one or the number to her so the yan WhatsApp no obema videos this school asem de yakase ye kan yan kanwie eye serious eye bebre aba wo me Facebook no mni ade mi ntime nkan ni nyina ba nyame hwramo yada MCE for ahefa crashing tomorrow sa enti dia sesi ano enkomo no mame fancy here because ye di akira ye beka ye nwie da na mom mansia crashing mpanimfo ya mon sorry na mon kokọ ho enkura na se mon kokọ na mon koche ne nkoyie Director of Education District Directors Musho Education so mon sorry free office ho na de mo amon koche bi ebi wo ho a wan kwa na obeti ase e wo mu se mo wo sap for ho mo ye de na mom onsa de na twa nyonko ase twa de am obeka ye no wafa na tra brofo no wachro basa wan so nante ko na ko hu bia e na obehu de mi chire nananom musumunye bibi kakra mumpagya mumu sa obi so oba abeboa mu a onam ma ho keka mu yesunti no otumi aboa ya kromafo no so ye ne ma sa oba na sini ya eye wo ho no odeba tiara na so support kakra na nti wo ba ko school pa na nan proi kakra bi ansa timi di school nkomo no si ha e kwaba ne atoa so that's it. Mesamo akwa babie me Adom TV Badwam na wo hwe na fisam enkomo na yedie na last week yedi nkomo bi efa emema a wo mo problem wa wo ho adwuma ndo ye ne perfect nanso enkuma bo bia bai bomu abomu kaskara na Dr. Maye hunu ye se ye wo no ahodo bi wo ho a percentage bi wo ho no mu a e bia ye oba nko a ye be ma nko a bi won so ye mienu nyina ti ye hwe infertility in men no ye hunu mema ho side na enne e wo se ye hwe emma no so ye de sebe ya ye mienu no bia hunu ne de a ye hunu kwan ye be fa so ne ya solve na afo obi atimi anyi san wo afa no ho afa ne ba na ye ka school wasemi mesram padu mamfa we ntwam obi tro letter bi wo so ye teacher ni wo crashing tumuru e wo ti ho na ohu video no aya o se de ye eyenketoa de ye hunu yenketoa na wonnim na akoboso ye besa transfer wade wato na kura bi ase is a punishment no enti je so obi antime nka timuso wo mote house nso wo mutime nka titiru ni school na de mo de ya mo video mo famra sa ye be post ne nkate sa ye de tata wo mo sa wo mani beba ho na afi de oso wo mo ye no wo mo aye menkasa bebre St. Andrews Senior High School e honi school papa wo so do ba no ko na courses ahodo ni nyina no St. Andrews for wo mo kire nkura ni bi ho ene mfa ho ne ba bia wo fi say wo boarding e wo school ni mo ti ba bia wo bia wo pese do ba ko St. Andrews Senior High School no fa ne ko na oba no dache entimi nwie die DBS roofing sheets ye do mo se papa ene nchense papa e ho ene wo the DBS say mote ayi official sakem say ya mwako boso amaye so ho sa ba ni so mfi obi aso mfi a DBS for the agimudi nas mwako boso free e dia mo mu ni hira na ye double e dia mamo nti DBS nkyɛnse de no na wohia sɛ school dan ɛyɛ asɔre wa wo fie wo container bi na wohia na ɛsɛ wakɔgye DBS for de no bi de aguso saa nnwumakuo yi nti ɛna manya kwan tena se ɛne wodi nkɔmɔ yi mekɔ C4C homeopathic hospital na yɛne wo matoa yɛnkɔmɔ so infertility in women yɛyɛ mema ne de last week nti sɛ wanti a don't worry tie ma no so de ebi ana yewie a na watimi afre doctor na wone wo modi nkomo memo akwa aba doctor na bacho bibi aboko de yeda se papa na adwumaden a also moye de aboa last week yedi nkomo fa infertility in men on a tofa ne nkoma ne so de
yes if you dedicate me chia obi a oti ehwe yensa abre bia nchia ne free C4C homeopathic hospital and I had ma obi bia last week yedi nkomo fa mema difficulties some omobewo and I share nyoma bebre a etimede sa nyoma ne ba ye ka se mema no honsuo no se ahoden no wo forma eno ntimi emma kosiana oba no beto no ntimi enhye no na ntimi nyisa hentina e wo se yehu ahoden na sperm cells no wo yesan so hwe se omo move in a straight direction nti there was some parameters and anema bi ehwehwe ansa na etimi a confirm say ampa o ye fertile and say infertile and yehwe mu ka say defining fertility no ye be kan say obi a one ne kunu ana ne yere atena dan ba akumu engage sexually unprotected sex for a period of 12 months eba bia amfiri mu mba no na ya confirm as infertile and it's same for a maso the account for memano as in definition for fertility no the same for a ma and so and yes also can say fertility no so your primary stage and your secondary stage and it is the same applies primary stage nation say obia onwo dakra and secondary no so obia say be when you say ana say akola no ada say owo akola no ana say we nya no and also classified as secondary infertility no in two ways no for male no is the same definition for females.
Okay. Inti ene ye se wantie bi last week kro no a wapone ho kakra ene ma ne de no so benya wo chefa ewo mu. Ti ene ye hwe e ma so e de ene ye problem nti ya na abo so aye problem.
Yes, the edi kan say ye wo akola no your ba fofra. Science amayati says so egg kusua almost about 500,000. Na udu puberty stage na say every month was says kusua ni matured enyi na eba abonte na eba ovary your baby ovary and no na major organ a produce sa kusua no na ovary no more of the major aim no so be produce kusua with hormones bia ema oba ugina ho as oba with your breasts and our hips ni nyina no ovary no na yesa ejuma no nti say ovary no produce egg no say egg no so fa tube bi a friend fallopian tube ho na edu a was say be ma ho nsu a ano odin no etimi hia no wo ho na what you call fertilization eba I say we dia ebro and we dia bibi na ogusu nsuo henti fertilization take place na afi no e move ababeto awodie ne mu na say bibia sa ye be ma ho nsuo enhia ana say nsuo no so ni ahoɔden ebetimi akɔhia na che say egg no kosua no e break it down na ene awodie ne mu nioma aka ho aba say o menses nti bosumi bia no na webu onsa as menses nti say a very important say ovaries e be very functional to say ovaries no intime lay egg no on the time what you call ovulation then that means intime man be share sperm cell bia na che say all the time no awo ho ayede nti one major cause problem with fertility eba emma no what you call ovulation defect nti want me antu kosua ni ya also problem eba and they are very common these days so a blockage of the fallopian tube no eno na make us say na fertilization will take place nti say fallopian tube no so a blocked that means kosua na eba be share egg no a problem. Nti eno so entumi ensi. Na ama egg no fertilization also a problem, then fertility so a problem. Then also your infections. Most of the time, tubal blockage in a fallopian tube block and it comes self-infection. Infection bit is a chlamydia, and I say gonorrhea. Until those of us are unprotected sex anyhow, no, we have to watch that because in the long term, most of the bacteria need to be more recurrent. Until you me fight it, bacteria antibiotics now the man. Next time, or stronger. It ultimately stay hocha no cause a problem with the blockage in the fallopian tube. So na ama fertilization and na childbearing so about a problem. And only one of the major things are you aside that no so you say fibroid. That's another thing. Fibroid no. Let me say this controversial but let me take time and explain. Fibroid no any no day infertility in a baby. But what it means is that your fibroid will be brave. Into a particular one be why a friend submucosa and no a grower I would do anymore. Now I would do anyone sooner say fertilization in take place a one implantation a baby it is a I would do anymore so I occupied with fibroid now and fetus and be fighting for space now fe when you miscarriage. And also one of the major things are the eba. Then to some extent, crano, your BBFN endometriosis. Bunum aya with the mono, your tissues be womb. I don't a cover line in India. It is a or time besona what menstruate here. Sorry, what ovulate here and what to kusia. Woman yet tick because a dream any uncle ponchi say mono. I was say yes strong enough to accommodate and obey BBI eba hobi atenase. Inti ni takeness no. Very necessary and important. And it's a egg bia ain't me and ma na break it down with egg no neko. Now tissues na wo and womb. It means sometimes any etre eko kan your ovaries no na and also the problem aba awodi enimu. Then afei akwakoye din say bibi betimi atena ho. Yeah. These are some of the causes the problem with fertility in a part of women.
Yeah, some enti ede na ebetimi ayede esi ano kwan wo se yedidie mu ana day infections no ni ade ya ni nyina so ka ho bi ede na ebetimi aye ede esi ano kwan.
Yes, ano kwan there I mostly say just as I said last week that you be protective sex and also say obey regular check or scan to check or pelvic regions no nyina hwe say bibia you okay. Because sometimes infection, for instance, if you're used to washrooms and all that, no, and the way the female, no, OCTNT, you can easily get infections. Okay. A very necessary say, signs be to say lower abdominal pains. A bra on shada anything but to feel lower abdominal pain and now engage sexually, or feel pains, and also another problem. You need to take a step. And as a menses not so regularly. Obi and this month to be a normal menses. Next month onya, the following month onya, umana samba. And sometimes we are told say normal it may see, but these are some of the warning signs. I say either say ovaries no problem, and also say unya problem with wombs na fallopian tube. So I advise about be a regular checkup and a scan to see. Then also some of the things are obey to me. So I understand you don't need to necessarily get so much stressed. You see, one of the major things is that couples in your issue with childbearing now, then they get so stressed. Stress hormones where you move. So hormones also cause it reduce your pregnancy hormones nina. Until you might even get the desire to engage sexually. It's like ubeshia so no kunubeshia. But the pregnancy hormones now was a cost no. Bones and yina bafo. Yeah, until above forms are. Yeah. The above forms are so now the problem kakra eba or fertility rate no. Yes. So you have to reduce the stress and then also engage sexually. with your partner at least 3 to 4 times in a week. And the major challenge in Accra and most places these days, both partners and team boom. The time now the lady will want to is ovulating, no, the partner is not around.
And time and so it be ovulating.
Yes.
I back and forth.
And the major thing also is that ovulation also a long period. It's something like 3 days or 4 days in a lady's month, in a whole month, no. Imagine at that 3 days, your husband or your partner in China. Sometimes we've had cases where you only have to advise them as to say ovulation date because they do sex randomly, but the date now was all here. So you also need to know a date, the right time for you. One thing I would be say around that time, breast need to me and gorge kakra. Then sometimes utimi feel pains kakra or one side of the pelvic region. And then also that time no feel sexually like want to do sex. Naturally the hormones, the sexual hormones no control. And that's how God has designed it. It is a own to me and calculate here you can still look at these things a better will be kakra.
And come away infertility women say be ya obia dear and the last part ehonu hia pa say even would menstrual cycle no kra na wonimu a changes bi a walking bi a onyinya pain bi wo ha o kondo so wo be ya de num ne ade sa ne manema ne nyina no wo de show tirimu a then ya calculate na fe ya teach you no one mu a wadofo meme won mu sa no na stress level no yes amra form me say do wo be shada kaza wo nwene so na adwene na adwene we nipa 2-3 years unya ba bebusa ho questions bebre ebi mu kra de esa kra wo no kra no ase ayi adwuma na kom pese o mo beye minimo bi a no ne de no ka kire ne say ya ahwe ma e de ebiem man skills man style nyina o say ma enti won say wono abu no ho ayi dada ase wa discourage no ho dada enti even say horo kra nyame pese o ye bibi kra de woni tiri mu ntina ade kra no kra ntumi emma ba me hwe bi de be different aside ebia niam bia yanka se betumi de atutu yie ekwan bi so betumi awo ho a ebetumi advice and ebetumi aba hospital am betumi aboye.
Yes, ekwan bebre wo ho but the sena ya de bia meka no you need to I say categorize or the which particular group now and I say sometimes you are not doing something right and I say you need to engage sexually. People they are not doing that or won't engage sexually in 3 or 4 times in a week. No. Some people got married or worry about 6 months or 4 months, then they come to the hospital like no issue in your back. And you, as I said, you need to manage that stress. Of course, until you better beside all these necessary questions. As I said, of course, you've been doing the regular sex now. You can't want some no. Or problems with your ovaries and now fallopian tube, no, and now a history of fibroid. Then your partner is also needed. They be a say it takes 2 to tango. And any paba coupe. And to me, na partner, husband and wife in our bar, it makes things clear. Bema semen analysis, who say you don't have a problem. Or so your pelvic scan and all the necessary scanning, who say you also don't have a problem. Then we look at, okay, time Ben and we engage sexually. How often do you stay together? Then all those advice. Do you know your ovulation date? So all those things will come. But see, also a problem. Then medications will be given to you.
Sir. My emrasi for see. Now you need komo. Ebi mwate binte. You need komo see for see. Then one more a year. No bay na a war a why. You bahonuma. Then your wahud obey any de hunjuma.
Yes, C4C Homeopathic Hospital. It's a hospital. It deals specifically with homeopathic drugs. And most of the medications are demanding a homeopathic remedy. And of course, they have been standardized by FDA. I always say before, now you use a system of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but by the special grace of God and internal in Yoma Binti, we have been able to get all the necessary things. You see, I want to draw just once a day, twice a day, or 3 times a day, based on the physician director say, And so we are all over Ghana and then in Europe as well. We always say okay, any hospital, you have to pay for your card. But C4C have abolished these things for the whole of this year. Until you don't have to pay anything to get your card or your folder. You pass through the normal process. So we say, oh yes, scanner, then you pay for your scan and then you buy your medication. We are all over Ghana and Europe. So we call Takradia, your Takrade opposite Peja main spot, yeah. Oba Cape Coast, your Green Hill, Addison Square, opposite Addison Square Garden, where Green Hill. Oba Kaswaswa or Millennium City, where formerly now Ben Grace Hospital, a one as a CIA. Then Oba Odobin Swa, your branch Odobin, made the number need to join Ufra, a direction to Odobin. And then also Uko Kumasi Swa, your Kumase Fitemu Junction, opposite Fitemu Junction, Oaso. Yeah, the number need to just say direction when a problem. You can call Nayamau the necessary direction. Accra also your Adenta SDA Junction. Accra age from Monday to Saturdays. Yes, and Mianka Association I mean free high mate Nasewa Accra Kopim Saturday. Yes, number of Rea Unsabe Kayen 0500 40331 0500 40331. And now it says 0500403228.
C4C Homeopathic Hospital and no AD and Comono. And no, and ye Juma and a card jedi, you sick and one so beba laffy. Wababe withdrew. And he says, yeah, no, outside the phone, so said Dr. Oho.
Yes, currently, Germany. Your branch now is full functioning, and that's in Holland, so a full function. And Ubia no Jina show Ubiano will go to the Dr. Michael Kojocha maintain our Netherlands branch. I mean no Casasisia. Ubia no Jina show Ubiano Doc Abba. Until if I any entry a horse na young Koji Irish.
Okay. Into Accra, you are Denta SDA Junction. Now was so one more abaho. Yamuanyarwa, I would want be so.
Yes, infertility I can say we share both male and female. You share diabetes, hypertension, asthma, gastritis, all conditions, spinal problems, any condition doctor diagnose one now one can say failing anything in the body I won't see. We have a special scanner. You bet me detect things that is going to happen even in your organs. Say organ A, it may affect organ B. So, and yes, organ A, you have to extend it to organ B as well. So we take time to look at all these organs, and then we make medications. So I say more advice, so I will be given to you. Sometimes also a nutritional advice. Yes, then you just take some hormonal supplement, especially when it comes to infertility now.
Dog, you may be a phone line, so Mahusa, it's your wire, Shananka, or Mumusa questions. Be an emedo bako, Inspector Teresa Nyakubochi. And they birthday tea, Inspector Teresa Nyakubuchi, Yami Show. Yamenyo Kese, no kese, pa, said Unina who offended Radem Koswa in Shrow and San Wajuma, or Mount Quatenti and Hodin womb. Your woman, Cristiano say Bofa, Mammy Bofa no be a frowo, when Yami Shrow, when Yamenyo Kese. Cause it's obey Kese pa, Nadia Pessia, Yamma wo and a dano. This ain't Yame Bamu, Naso ma, a day besi. Now Broma Journey Montiasia so he said dear Obatan be bia no moye. Intiasi and she has someone munyam. Yamemranso nemrepa, obey yama ye fe. Tinyami shrow, no your kese. Pa unu kunina more the same month. I die at 12 February and now 22nd February. By years in a different room. I don't cry soon be Tinyami shramo. Onyamukese pa. Captain retired. Kofi Amuabeng. Also, na your birthday 70 years. I'm pedunyo ti pen kurana no. Ti mame wehye no. Enye birthday 70 years. Yami shraw, no nyo kese pa. Na 70 mpo na enie. Yami shraw too much. Maybe your phone lines no 0302 211 701 702 703 0302 211 701 702 703. Infertility in women. Or how be our bar or shame or comuno. doctor wa ha yemfrɛ na yemusa anasa be ma mpo no onya chance na wo sha ebi ana wo so wo problem bi kakra opportunity ni ne yemfrɛ na doctor yenya no wa ha die wonchechire yemu na sɛ also tu anamo ekɔ no mu a na ne number no ebesa de ato hobie na fe wokɔ na fe wakɔ akɔgye enchiremu bia infertility in women ya ka mema no de but ene so sa bo mema no de mu biem na fe yemfansi ma no so bra ye twen yen policy.
Yes, mema no so de no your sperm cells ye ohunsuo no de di kan se obema ne oba hia de ya eba bonten no enye sperm cells no eno ne ye friend seminal fluids. Na seminal fluids no contain chemicals bebre and it's our sperm cells ni bi. Nti ya wase sperm cells no enya ahoden. Nti ye ka se offer 1 mile of semen na wase wonya about 20 million to 40 million of sperm cells. After so sperm cells no so I was move in a certain direction. I was go
straight. No chia dia.
Good. Sperm cells ni bi abnormal. Ebi mutie mienu. Emuti no esondodo. Emuzu hotel mienu. Emuzu ni tail. Nti emuzu omo move ye okọ round sa no asan abese. Nti ye hia de obekọ straight nti ye ka say about 50% of or sperm cell 200 to 20 to 40 no. I was saying nyina to me move
straight. Menya first caller wa homa no so. Me don for me mo akọ abade oba Badwam afisam komodie so.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, so no low TV no volume no maye, low no maye pa. Low no ni enkasa meet you mpacho.
Yo, me mpacho me free ho kra. Mpacho. Mpacho me low no kra. Hello.
Pacho ye ntio, sound, Mr. Ya katro man sa no maba.
Ha me pa ni say, ma ya se tire me ya pa. Maya se tire me ya pa na Maya kan de sa ya se bibie no ho.
Na mpacho wanya mfie say.
Say si anu de mo 54 years. But I started ya che. And so say I wo ho asam ya me ya na fi de me am too my dream.
But still wo ho why ya se ya ho.
Na ma kwaya scan de sa baby am kwaya scan bia say she no ho bibia ya fine.
No problem. Doctor ebe boa o the number beto. Me last caller ni o de share memo ache mo akwaba.
Hello.
Papa mi tie one opay.
Madam, morning.
Good morning. Pacho mi tie o.
Mpacho maware yawo bako. Na be 10 years ni awo no emba bio.
Mate, yada se papa pa. Enti do fa number no etu ho bio na omo emfre na mi se ebre na so.
Yes, number obefre a obenya me NC for see me Patrick Hospital. 0500 40331. 0500 40331. And also say 0500 40328. 0500 40328.
Yada se enti mo amofre yentimi anya no wa ha because ebre no aso ofre number no a na nkyeremu bia no ne na di nkomo medi de afia amankwa atamaklo yada mo ase papa se mo support ye wo ba kofi ampedu Priscilla Naman and afei dache ne yada mo ase se mo nso mo akire wo ma bibia koso Thomas any AB yamisha mo Ike sound yada mo ase papa meko na afei pensem mu no atwa so promoto a yada nsem fofo bebrem.
Zanda wase bebre se watche me try ho aba Badwam pensem na mra so se de brawe me de kwasi asempa metremu ama o man hene kwabena sante emfase da kase ma Hepa Plus mixture Franco Trading Enterprise phone papa 5 year okọ a phone bia ope bia Franco e de air conditioners abaye boye ne bo so da phone bo modern ekope bito na face St Andrews Ultimate Remedial obesa wo betwa de na St Andrews e ho na wasa ode de ko ana St Andrews Healthcare e bana yaresha on be show ye CD Herbal and one year dread to me ma yapom esisi so mo na so yase ye dem person mo bre na no pe ye be share issues ahodo a ekoso e wo man mo bakopa ene say lorry fares e ba be kosro memende ya ebe ya nyambia why crado say obetia the new fares ya betwetwe won komo na ya hwe reaction ahodo a ekoso e wo chrome from the camp of the MPP Dr. Richard Asante Yeboah, Deputy National Communications Director for the New Patriotic Party. What's not saying a counterpart from the NDC Nyambai. Obama introduced on Afio, so I joined the discussion. Once again, you didn't question Sempa. I'm watching our dog, be more about Bibiabo Cordia.
Yeah, my friend, Cassie.
I fish up on so say a female and said, then she
I think comment to say, where you near Sinchino. I was only also so dear. Then, Oquai sober.
Ghana, bravo.
I'm so pressure on those also bank
as well. Oh, pressure chair, dear, because they're so buy more this was.
I'm say yes support to send a baby be only say MPP buying the another for the Biana or mine and any Panama mine and then Akumaso. So here na more two and up we are near Biana, not in Pempen so and say Ghana be di any pub Hubetono. To share a programs any projects near my Biana. We say at every point in time, making sure say if BM be touch it. Yakofa near fa suku ho abon se abusua bi anya so mfaso yaka se ye mansu a abusua bi anya so mfaso nti ni nyina na kyerɛ se yadwen nipa ho ene nipa nkwankoi nti na da bia no yaka se mommɔ mpae ne mfa support na sabe de nema mo yedin kakra enya de obi be gina be ka twa na no nya Ghana asem aho kyerɛ ekoso wiase ba bibia beko for the first time in over 40 years oko Canada you major demonstrations against hardships on office across Canada. What to be that? So when I amount for prayer in Canada, so cohere hardship across inflation all time high over 7.5% US. The nanka the most of motor 1.1%, 0.03% the other day. But there's a 89 kra. Who call UK economy for the first time in about 50 years. UK economy is in recession now. And Yama Astatia and Chedam Koyem Momo. Now, I did a who crack as a crane fuel prices. Fuel prices on the Ajijawo, baby Abekobia. And now, we fuel prices were Germany, Oshebi US, Oshebi UK, Spain. So, I have four more across the globe. Almost on Metro say, a quack near Ebrosusa. Now, the answer man acquired in Casukran, Russia, Putin in for. Someone on person mudi kakra Ukraine because you can say Russia a major oil producing country. Now the listing in nearby coast of Russia be affected. Russia or pipelines or piping from Russia to Germany and other Eastern European countries or more supply or more either natural gas and I say other products are what me board the support to economy. So the moment Russia decides to drop its the production now, you say, or stick it to 25% production, affecting your global supply chain in terms of crude in specific. And ama enough full born aqua one way another in aqua swase owner and a buying the other. Menti apaying and the mama didn't papa in and now don't quack for any MPP are buying. You see, you inquire, yes, you fast to 10 economy around. Now, you didn't for the pa and man comes in the power. Nti emra COVID by and say Rura Kufuor kan because ya be that who can say by na economic growth na 3.6% na around Mahama na odi beja ya no na inflation in over 15% na COVID ni ho na hwe ni wiase na how be ni wiase na there hasn't been lockdown shut down close down anything na wiase ni bibi e cost pepepe so before COVID go ya ko see almost 8%
before COVID a mobile buy mo no before COVID mobile buy mo answer na COVID be na fuel boys what say fuel also
oh yeah ba abem no open who said when MPP buy no you making sure say you touch on about 11 14 different taxes ebu high scrapping entirely
no maybe you specifically about fuel let's stay with the petroleum
me kekako you scrap it some of the scrapping entirely ebu on say so in specific so here no menu gina main kai the exact amount na your ton fuel but menu say na ntse na die kosa konanim
okay
what must say the Ukraine kasa mo die umani party ne kosa
doc okay be says say ahochiraba and say baby across the world yes. But to him say other countries yeah nyoma say the be ya timamufo ho be hen omo and this is the time we be kasa by introducing new taxes on fuel. Why do you go ahead to do it? No, you say back on a price na cost.
Mini wadu mado nyamisha na wonta fo, nshan kan no abusia fo no asefo nyina. Ma min kan koso se opan baby one you say ewiase nneema mo edin what man say but I say to me make sure say ye manfo no ho beto no what can be say aba ne say na nneema mo edin na fe na ye kofa tax ebi edeba open your taxes ye edin
the tax added to fuel so my specific until let's stay with the fuel.
Tax in to fuel so.
No, there is a sanitation tax in there. Levies. Okay.
Some cases who can't tax as you introduce no tax. I thought the focus was on the e-levy.
No.
But you are spending on
fuel. Let's stay with petroleum.
In terms of your fuel and the pricing, you say about Niema be 9 bi na etumi determine the prices of fuel. Me bwana. Obe exchange rate differentials. Obe the price of it at the international market, which is largely contributing to the current hikes ayehu fuel prices. Montina eye baby na ankoye Ghana nko. The next one be tax. What man say I was so any profiter one na what the sa ne mane ba Ghana beton di hu dwa no. Once you benya umbi kakra no mo de bia treatment workers na kakra mo so be de podwe no mo de podwe no panyin obi sa me se e ba ne sen na ye de sanitation tax abeto so panyin yen kan hu se ye tro man mu anso ne ye adwen se issues of sanitation se betua bia 1 peso na ye timi bia clinically ye man mu ne ade ye bu ya ne gusu se wo yare sisia na akoto malaria dura the cost of it na be bro 1 peso na aban be to say emfa clean your man mu na emfa bi mani padwuma because ade bi aban be bia no e ya de create adwuma ora hwe ni pampa omoye under zoom line no other institutions a omoye cleaning offer cleaning services ma government enwuma wa form ni pampempem nti ade bia ni anamon bia aban be to on every point in time bia no ni sunsanso ni say timamfo no ebenya sunsanso enti aban dwehu ehu se bere ye koyanim no yempese yare na efi be mene ye krom na ye kro ba yi no yempe kwan bi so ebetime nya sika kakra ye dia support na afei nso yetime akoyanim opanyi menya so se aban ba yi mfaso nipa ne timamfo anya boro afri aban so no ebi ni bia 1 peso na say 20 pesos a aban de beto fu obi so yemfa support ye nti se onu se me no ka say vehicle income tax aban eyefro so this vehicle income tax no na eyade eso say 50 pesos 1 peso any 2 peso ye betua as sanitation tax aban twefro because aban pese driver for so mo hin omo na fe na mo kotua another tax aka ho na driver ni na aban afasa akwan we so a cheno vehicle income tax no aban so fa akwan foforo so eboa ne se nka ne ba okọ secondary school no pen kese nka ankohwe kra no semester bia na term bia no wontua kra between 3,000 to 4,500 Ghana cedi school fees aduane die mai the school ntade mai the books mai examination fees mai na so enam na adankwa kufa adwen pa ni odosun ko mama Ghana manti odi say free education by say ne man nyina ban yitua
Dr. Richard Asante Dr. Richard Asante vehicle income tax no na saying
in terms of see I no ka say there in terms of values bia me mo number bia between mistake but me no tie betimi ahwehwe ehu what man say open yan kofa ne say
no mpacho nyam tre be bobo the 4 major points no so I increase fuel. Now, you share the exchange rate as a major factor. Then in opposition, Mama Ghana 40 as exchange rate in the movie to me, home magic. My by Vice President, I can't say or matching or unlock the key number IGP, but yes, still. Kufuam Reso, you exchange rate buy out to 1:1. And you have the men, but still, let me say, dollar no.
I see, Obia, me a business deal. Mean. Emra MPP aban bae ne NDC aban bae any baby MPP dey bedru in terms of the changes here now despite the recent depreciation of the cedi ye nyina ye nim se ekoba ne sana na akoye se nipa bebre ni bebre ye pressure be importing nema na ye change more sika into dollars because say dollar ne da na obi ahia bia ne bo ne nkosoro so nim say so when they are fewer dollars in the system now more cedis chase here and ma dollar no any city relationship no
who say are you saying them more breso ne ba do $1
nia ye hunu sabre kra no untumi compare to MTC aban the kind of depreciation ye hunu sabre compared to NDC aban is better. But the point is, no, my MPP and ninja.
No, but the point is,
what is happening
now compare depreciation rates and in terms of percentages.
In analysis, so Omame Kwayan, who said, I know I'm paying Jitumu say he's not happy and is upset with the kind of trend with the depreciation of the city. So everything is being done to resolve the issues. And we see away. No, of course. So that's what I'm saying. That all these things, so effort COVID in the about economy na ekosuno. And yet, abai and a two and a mombia man it had to do with the COVID and what it has created across the globe. Before COVID, now we import a container of a 40-feet container of any product, and I'm sure say any business men or many women or more or they also attest to that. Now import container of 40 feet, now to your freight and I say shipping fee no about $4,000 to $3,000 to $4,000. 40 feet container. What we are no. And then you try between $12,000 to $18,000. Sometimes even $25,000. So that's the kind buying ho. Akufa no nyehwe. E call China buying any Chinese shipping company so. Argentina born I multiply by 4 and 5 because of the disruption in the global supply chain. They say nipa na maybe a twemuno na ko hia $4,000 keke and $3,000 I import a container 40-feet container of maybe a rice and I say tin tomato and any product in paboa and a tiles ne nyeka ka ho nyina no. Sabre ya me no ka say the same container no apart from say cost of nneema na obe importing across China no the importation and transportation of the product from China to Ghana no so across through times say the here for $3,000 and $4,000 versus $18,000 $14,000 $13,000 abema nipa abema dollar to America. The only way we can deal with it is to support the industrialization agenda by Nana Adom Kwaku one district one factory at the abase additional concron ye may be factories across the country but all raw materials one yeah add value to it and this is say me fat sika asisa ko dollar ko to tomato free China no micron break kum ko don feta and then I set up under one factory a tomato production company a tomato breakum for any additional more brown for toby any kind of na toby adwuma ma ekra no between both direct and indirect jobs no we here close to 8,000 a child say this is the way to go. We found a way and we are telling it first now car beer import and your car assembling plant and the MPP your Toyota your VW Passat your Sino truck your other major car assembling giants or Mabagana your cars wa yen no panyi tantanka mu nyina kan ho bi omu hwia aban tobi local economy tobi nti ma dollar no engine sanko toto brand new cars in frama no ne because Akufo-Addo ne dai so me no ka say this one factory na ebetimi acure this issue nti ye say enim kwan a ebetimi hold sa nyamai because it's a COVID and some companies and me no can say you're completely over 128 of this one factory across the country.
I employ how many Ghanaians?
Close to 200,000 Ghanaians. 200,000 Ghanaians across the country. Yeah, well, about 260 now, and also at various stages of completion before the end of the year. Yeah, we are close to 80. They bet me we account. It tells you, say, we understand how to deal with the challenges that confront the Ghanaian economy. Yeah, what the blueprint, and it's in this. Now, COVID, therefore, yana, ama nyemamu aya, and no obiya kamu, anya Ghana from Kwana Yesu. But Biabeko Biano, obiya kamu. I say, and grocery price, and I say, Biani prices were UK. Ne buono, upon the name sing, bent in Premsa, and I'm Prem 9, because of COVID. Enye obiya asem. Aban enya bonibia, but Sanyama in Eba, this government has shown that we understand how to deal with it. We have measures in place. And you never be more able for me to say, you start program there, they don't say, Bibia, Kuriana Parliament, yet, yes, or we now for a budget and once here. Some programs now will come into fruition. Dr.
Richard Asante, the third year raising a world market price, and him say, money so control, but taxes and levies. That one more was so control. And when himself fuel. onya de bi to so na se fuel kosra abepom affect bibia
you know ya dream
also nim so my moyesh na o yesa
me da se bebre opanyi oni bebe oye mampanyi ana oya waban oba you be 4 major areas out between Jessica and they are supporting the economy 4 first one ya goodie gold manganese bauxite any nia kika kan wa nyamede a chen ya asase no obetu bi any oil obe kwa mansadwa na aton no nya bibi kakra firi mu eno nso so enya ade a entumisa you cannot continue to rely on it in perpetuity eno so ahia na binya firi mu second aban beko na akoborobosia both either a local and I say international. Born local, you crowd out the private sector because banks, have a lot of appetite for government bonds, and then they are doing. It's all the second mao kodaki and I say kojo mensa and I say ashitu. Now I call you so bolaton. When we say the risk is high, into our often command Mr. Thompson man from Koya farm or the second be called a buy the head then a buy boka a buy between amount. So a buy boka crash a buy be for so the banks will not do international marketing. So what you do is say who increase your debt to GDP ratio no a man yema mu ye tight what man say no aban bebre no empe any akono sa mbeka kobo and yes under street answer akọ ne to so biem ebe ye say aban benya ne efre no grants ne sika etade che achede na panyin sa nyema no covid ni nti aman bi ewu oman bia ha da omuso omusu omkekamu enti saa grant ni sa na ma no unkonya saa sikani bi emfamfiri ba bia mba what man say unkonya saa sikani mfiri ba bia mba enti eno kra bo ni asa ma na ehun kra ni say ya start saa ye issue about LGBTQ our parliament donor countries in order more offer support no obia is not even interested
no,
in
but the argument you are raising doesn't mean say impartial LGBT so why that argument?
I'm not making an argument. I'm trying to tell you say and a grant be no now we crown so am na situation
no, but you told that said yet is cash so come there and now kasa about grant
so o ma make say
no sikani wa ha I betumi a generate until yenyi grant
o ma make kasa me throw
areas how do you generate money sika yet so no ewen amudi be bu o man na e de atoto ne o maye
me that's me see so o ma me kwan na me throw kwan ya ban fa so sika na ma bobo bi what man say ne to so ai say nyina de ani beta che ne taxes obi see MPP aban any Ghana your tax too high enye no kreda won say wo hwe abibiman mu a Ghana one of the lowest country across the world that omo tax GDP low Ghana tax to GDP ratio near 12%. Nigeria, any other countries, most countries in Africa, is 16%. South Africa is 26%. UK over here 46%. US over here 36%. Uko Canada near there, they are hovering around 40%. Tax to GDP ratio. Actually, they raise more money from taxes. Ghana at the end of 12%. We cannot develop the country when we have that situation. I said, meaning, and they say, you see, Obian supporting kakra. See, we are crying for roads. We are crying for water. We are crying for electricity. We are crying for good medical facilities across the length and breadth of the country. We are crying for jobs. We ought to do all these things with money. Na sikana na omampanyi kasi eti so comedy no. And then no patch say there are innovative ways of creating revenues to support the economy. Before
I will bet me Akobi, you are a businessman. Before I will be betting me about hobby. Abekasa me bejiska na chese sika odi kind man we're putting into profitable use and when who send your make cost into your ba na okase ba make akra nka ho a and that's all say first one na ejuma you have borrowed more raise taxes Ghana for question or mobisa say nti sika bebreba munya so far evidence in a way the
and simple
before mo betimi asen ya ba say e-levy ye bejiska be ye bibibio show Ghanaians ye buy XYZ into no moment is can be.
I simple question cry kono. Only bibi. Remember sector by sector. And if you like you can be the one calling the sector and I'll tell you things that have been done there. Yanko and started for agri.
Now no say you are in charge of infrastructure and you started from.
Of infrastructure. There's not been a government in our history since independent, what making investment any impact in the infrastructure sector of the economy than MPP government?
No, please. One said than MPP government. We are talking about
MPP and then another.
Exactly. Let's be specific. Yeah.
Within this short period, the roads infrastructure, over 4,280 events and kilometers of road since MPP buy roads, bridges are in Ghana since MPP buy no. There's not been any abaya why those kind of bridges. And I have all the data here to make me a supporting.
Now, because the bridges are be specific.
Bridges are here. If you make Kaikrano, saying over 50 million euros from Ukraine to do bridges across the country. There were other investment in bridges. Being called saying a bit to say overheads. This government I'm making
no. They stay with the bridges. Okay, I say you have the data. And at least to me my data of 5 major bridges are under MPP government we see in the country.
Oh, no problem.
So that because in himself projects are verifiable. I mean, wherever you mention it, people can attest to the fact to say
we will have
interchanges. Mean himself Obebo Pukuasi,
Obebo Pukuasi, Tamale, Takrade.
Yes,
no government can mention that.
Those are verifiable.
You see it, very good, very good. In terms of data, in terms of you also for them. Where your official data, you say, opinion, me go to Germany, match. What man say? And you share only starting from bridges and now starting from Atlantic valleys.
No, bridges, just five of them.
I feel maybe picky. Dupa, you can continue talking. Whilst I pick that one from the data.
Right. And what can we be so about the health sector, infrastructure? How do I put it across?
Exactly.
It can be shared.
Exactly. And from Atlantic valleys, let me go to the bridges. Open your bit me because I send by
about the health sector, so I'm sure you have it handy.
I'm sure the health sector
you can sector as well.
You know of Eurojet projects or Mampaiku for buy.
Yeah.
Or ye be through baby or mama baby twaso. You complete most of them. I think almost all of them are either completed or not said do baby toke ukodo adamia meko. They have been we are expecting Serbia putting into use shortly.
Dodowa project, man.
Dodowa and the Eurojust project. Omuye hospital, Dodowa hospital. And look at me come with pictures near that.
But Dodowa hospital was not built by a Akufo-Addo government.
And the Eurojust project.
No, I say Dodowa hospital. Dodowa hospital, it wasn't built by the Akufo-Addo government. Dodowa hospital was under NDC.
It's part of the Eurojust project. In the next year, they started something. MPP
at the time, and Nana Akufo-Addo Dodowa hospital was 100% completed and was operational. It was in use because me and Kasam will be called Hoda. It was in use. Okay, yes, but so many yellow crobble. That hospital is an abandoned hospital. Maybe you know, but it's in the bush.
And I make say it's going to be put into use, you know. What was that hospital make
because you can want some
say is abandoned.
It's in the bush, abandoned, and the cracks are crying. I'm telling you, we have the footages. In the other end, we such a fine hospital.
It's only baby.
So many district hospital.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so many district hospital. Name about that hospital.
So one way, very beautiful. I followed up. It has not been abandoned. I followed up. Now, some few things I some way other further installation that day. I'm sure say they are almost because hospital we are so within your machine. That need your best issue. I know your hospital. I feel na nyama bia I can't give me say kukumu no.
Bibia personnel.
No.
They needed 108 personnel. I mean specific.
All those people will be transferred to the place. I followed up on that because I was there. I was there as part of my work.
Several months in the Ministry of Finance and Besobema clearance.
They've been clearance for that. They've been clearance for
clearance. As at yesterday, I've been specific on Somanya District Hospital.
They've been clearance for recruitment for health sector no omo wi the ministry no and I bet they say ha we kwa we say kwa you transfer we kwa. I'm sure say within the next month or two all these things will be resolved in terms of Somanya Hospital. And let me apologize today. I was referring to the Somanya Hospital rather, and maybe Mr. Glikoka Dodowa Hospital. So you see, say beyond that, there's another investment that you're making in your health sector. Before MPP buying. Now Ghana, you need to be boosted of ambulance do 50. Nyane wona 30 something. Nani nyina so asese. Obi mu enya opportunity no mko fa trotro na besi ho. MPP buy ya making sure say every constituency in Ghana, every district in Ghana, can boast of ambulance. Yeah, additional over 60 one national pool. No, if there's a problem here, near the big corner to resolve near the because of MPP plans. Yenim crown, yenim say under MPP and another Kwakufado. Yes, agenda 111 say. Some of the places on my shall say, baby Muhammad shall say because of issues of land, any litigations also near the. But all be all no. Abai Ashesa project and say every not every part of the country, including regional hospitals, benya hospital facilities.
COVID address. So His Excellency the President promised on his order to build 88 district hospitals in 1 year. It never happened. It's in the NHS agenda 111.
You can say you build hospitals, one can say build hospitals in 1 year.
He said it. He said it.
You can play it.
He said it. He said,
we will start, you see, we are buying now a president, now all the policy but to
President was emphatic that in 1 year.
President Kokase obey Puelo Hospital within 1 year. Ubet me abo.
President was emphatic in 1 year.
And let me say, you can play it and it's not true. You know why? Because all the policy in Betuja, there have to be drawings, you have to be other things. Government have to secure the lands.
President Ekase 1 year.
And I'm saying, you know, by 1 year,
President Ekase.
One castle, but see, you will start and build hospitals across the country. And or start with agenda 188.
Now, President update. He was specific.
And I also listened to it. And he didn't say 1 year. But I'm saying, say, some project na shasi. You me say, when you want to build such a thing and do such a thing, you don't. President will not go and mention 1 year. Is that he knows? It's a parliament. Even approval for the Sikana of the year, it's a parliament. Within that period, that's what I'm saying. Say. Nipa bebre and I can't to for because of even elections. Now people were lying about it.
President was specific on that 1 year.
Now let's go to the other thing. Indian point, the next thing. Now make count routes until you call break. Now I'll have opportunity of scaling through this because I didn't know so specific. You ever call on one sector, but in roads, roads are even Great Accra Township road. New Town, anyhow, what
no, there is one fantastic road that Mafaso. Kumasi or Boasi.
Can't you see Kumasi?
Fantastic, super, solid. I love it. No, I mean,
facts are there. Brekum Township roads, yeah, fefe. Kosunya eguso, ko Kumasi eguso. What must I say? Ko Techiman, ko Wanchi, ko the northern part of the country. Go and see the kind of roads that yeah. You see the kind of roads here, Kumasi to Accra. You are seeing it.
But I recall, say, NDC time, Obeda, sorry, near who say, I want to be resurfacing a good and at the time, if I may.
Uncle for almost a zero group company.
Thank you. By the time,
I'm more adverse than the number of portals I'm feeling.
At the time, more criticizing.
Maybe I know more advertising so now at portals and then at the time, proper rules, and you are seeing it.
At the time,
the quality of rules.
But most of by resurfacing more yebi.
Obin can say resurfacing airborne. Yeah, catch the gun for the say. But be here say we are resurfacing, you know. Be a why to be able to baby. Now the baby cook and no year Juma. Now say Uben Terry Rose and your bonnet. Now say obey 100 adverts. Now I feel one put to dear. And you be a near fish. You can see, say, there's a lot of work being done across the infrastructure subsector. Uko education open. Ushe infrastructure aye no ho. You building both classroom blocks, dining hall facilities, administrative blocks, any other science laboratory now. You are building over 1,200 since MPP buy. Who can say they get fund you know equalizing 1.5 billion. You use first $500 million about. Yes, this project. And in Tina, I could do baby say you to me I relying on this shift system and the double track system. It tells you say we know what we are doing and we are doing it. Now, Penny, I didn't cry a corner crown and say, we free sa area now. In the area of digitization, the kind of work I hear, you know. And the MPP, without them, FLO of passport forms, who we are, what the event saying, what the mobile money, I payment, we payment in area, now I feel so, I go ahead. Na why nina uko mrenso ani afro sebra na onua bene yenteku ubayo data they take you bio data wia na otwe te na otwe menu na obe pikia say either say express and whatever format obetwa for no utu fie na send no passport to you and the MPP.
Dr. Richard Asante.
It is happening in all the other areas of the economy. You say MPP having a lot of positives on the lives of the people. Nti mi so mama kwana me hwehwe bridges no.
Exactly. Me ma kwana na mama de na hwehwe mama na afa.
Yeah. Me ma nso ya me forward data na mo sisi.
Okay, no problem.
Say me what wa wo be kinkan bi na de asresere. Na wo de bi so akira ad amansan e che nwumpa ene niam pa na adan kwakufa de MPP eye bo ma.
But me that say we see Dr. Richard Asante boy Deputy National Communications Director New Patriotic Party na attending kan say sia and I do a video to a Badwam person mu me dey kwesi asempa metenemu ama Omanhene Kwabena Asante guest from the NDC side Honorable Ebenezer Okletitela be a member of parliament Lower Manya constituency Honorable Memo Akwaba Fishapa.
Yeah.
I hope say bibia boko there.
Yeah.
Parliament in Yomekoye.
Oh, you go soon kakra.
Be levy na bebaso.
Well, I mean business of the house no is introduced by what do you call it the majority. It's home the bar.
Ntiasa now they are more
business we am ready.
Okay. But baby amujina.
Well, that is it.
Nonsense someone drink.
About what?
The e-levy. The mobile support in Omagia too.
Well, the dynamics have not changed. The can say we don't support it, no hasn't changed.
And they say about 1.5. Is it?
It is not about that.
About that.
It's about other burdens about one for so any can one say.
That about one day Mobegia too.
Nobody has said about one Mobegia too. Our stance is that we are against the e-levy, and so be it.
Even if it's 0.5.
Even if it is what?
0.5.
Now you don't believe in the thing, and yeah, no here, and you dream say, and no, ever discourage it. Maybe now talking about digitalization, whatever. I thought we was talking about another country.
But this Ghana.
Yes. So if we want to encourage people to use, we want a cashlight system, then we should do things that will not dissuade people from using it. I'm one for a course no may use so. And no, I said, me sure say no their course were upper east near the. Now, maybe no. The only man say can was wasn't part, but there's some misinformation in course. To the fact say, utie finance minister or say, and it looks like that thing is trendy seriously so far as Omo discourse on this e-level is concerned. E-levy is concerned. What the Omo can say out of 30,000 a population of 30,000, 30 million, yeah. 30 million, only 2 point something million and they taxes.
Yeah.
That is false. That is false. It is false. Yes, I mean, for reasons best known to them, he's not qualifying it. Direct taxes.
Yes.
But that's what he said. But no, that's not what he said. If you play back all the discourse, all that they have been saying, say only few people are paying taxes. That is false. Today, as we speak here, if Uber crowd to your taxes.
Yeah.
Utia.
The tax stamp.
Everything. Utia. say about direct taxes in India. Fine, but they should not spread that false information. Say, you know, only 2.something million people are paying taxes in this country. That is not correct.
Okay, Honorable, that's it. Bien to us enough and come the substantive issue about effective Saturday 15% lorry first by cost.
Well,
because of fuel price.
That's it. The media sometimes we have on one end, you know, you can when the suits are you can say we are deregulating. At the same time, we want to regulate other, you know, other parties. Are almost can you hear any woman in our and the transport sector. No, sometimes yeah, na say what this government has succeeded in doing is the various unions. No, I don't know whether woman can say no because of competition. Sometimes the sound so the bar. But at the same time, so the enemy suspecting is they have allowed themselves to be detected to a large extent. I affect them. What can I say? And che biana what do you call it? The one called strike. So we move for a month for. If we do, maybe we say, and no crowd they want you and jibba amongst them. Now, the machination of this government. But yes, every government, but it is long overdue. And say, woman jiatum say, send petrol prices no corner. Woman for say they need to increase it. Woman accept it, say woman increase it. Now say, and no never bow woman so be it. But the point still remains, say, amount for so, and then the effect, the ripple effect, you know, inflation and other things. And then normal the cost of living are very high. Idea, you be bracing yourself after. Not too. I mean, once upon a time, normal country, say when the fundamentals, you know, are you know, you are not getting the fundamentals right, you know. A lot of things will go haywire. Today, I don't know whether that, you know, we say, you know, assistant now, but that is where we are now. We are expecting people, you know, those who used to come out with lectures in the especially Dr. Baumia. For now, no, name say by this time, one more lectures, maybe 2, 3, he level so. Another 2, what is happening to our currency now.
No, but finance minister, and also other in June was so attended to. So it's a finance minister town hall meetings. You don't expect to say vice president Zubabe come.
Town hall. But you see his loud silence, you know, his loud silence, you know,
it's because he's engaged in other things. Which,
right now he's left the economy to, you know, the finance minister. He's no more the chairman of the economic management team. I mean, the team now better out too some time ago. No, to say on can be man. What is happening? He should tell us something. What is happening? Why is Baumia shying away from E-levy? Why is this? I mean, why is he shying away from the economy now? Why is he shying away?
But he's not the only person who makes me a casafa. It's the economy.
No, he is.
The fact is on the head or leader of the economic management team just said they be on the Bekasa. There are other competent people.
What I'm saying is that no.
Whether he's silent or not.
So all of a sudden, is that what you are telling me?
Yeah, because no, because somebody is educating Ghanaians on the E-levy.
Oh, really?
Why do you want to hear for the vice president? And then a Chinchine was a vice president.
Economic whiz kid. I mean, he has. I mean, Minia, don't pretend say we name the Ekoso. Well, I can see that maybe you want to play the devil's advocate. But the fact is that Baumia became popular because of the lectures. The 170-something questions that beside the late vice president.
No,
the question is to say no. I bet you see, Kama is a beach, and then it is lying directly. And when on one answer, he should start telling us why we are where we are now. He should be telling us. I just say we done who say IT expert or announce whatever. Say no house numbering. Say special planning for any adina. The economy is in tatters. We want him to come out. no me kasa anga first anga by this anga town hall meetings is no organize or start here na dey no jaye we are where we are today because somebody somewhere hasn't done his work well. He should come and be explaining to all of us. But say no why dino pa.
Honorable Mate, I was here to us. Honorable Ebenezer Crete Taylor being out in the member of Parliament, Lower Manya constituency. Now, Dr. Richard Asante, back to you. My name is Officer commenting on Dr. Let me talk.
Honorable Okasano, no certain questions, no answer. Was it Finance Minister say Nipa 2 million penny?
Yeah, taxes.
When we say Yakase Obi to taxes, yeah. All of us understand, say, and you refer to the direct taxes.
The fact that
but at every point in time, so, Finance Minister, I refer to say direct taxes. You say, auto a general restaurant or tax.
Yeah.
What must say? But when the Finance Minister refers to direct tax, or case oh, boss me say two tax. Me tax on minimum honey. That's what he's referring to. The direct taxes. Nipa 2 events in it. Now, meno kasa nso no 2 million it. Me can say, me bubo some bridges bidin. What must say? Now, me hwehwe me who data we na me ko say mo kras mo san report here. More online, my job online page. Inti eno na bema account in common na inti mi wi anko business na source kra won fa. O hwe on the 23rd May 2021 6 p.m. and more airport to crowd more people. Now more can about some of the competent bridges across the country. Now
back to the bridges. My main call for a quick commercial break and break. Maybe back so that they beat me out to us. So big person. Okay, right. There was very special happy birthday and Joel Kojokumi or Ariam Kwanta Bekwai in the Ashanti region. Grandpapa, happy birthday from all the Adom team. So we love you. Yankopon to Monko Insha grandpapa. And see, well, you to us so quickly. Nothing honorable.
If I say the northern part of the country, the northern bridges in Mille, Kulungugu, Garu 1, and Garu 2, and Doninga, Omuneti, Sicily, and Ambalara. Nasa bridges in a completing. Now in that conversation, now Czech Republic for my Sika to complete and build 50 bridges and across the country. And yes, 15 in area. I'm on my Sika for that. And what you so essentially 120 bridges across the country. And also so Dimpe Ankobra Bridge, Volivo. All those bridges in Inano.
Volleyball bridges are
okay. Me pacho Chinsan na volleyball munye bridge bia ho.
Volleyball, Dr. Richard, which part of volleyball?
It was Southton. Yeah, I mean, water. We share borders. No, it is. You see, when you look at the way, I can even say one constituency.
But to be fair to him, Mananya specific. No, you can't say the Okanagan. And you know, Dr. Richard Asante, him for
party. Ankobra Bridge, the volleyball cable stay bridge. Adonso
volleyball cable stay minimum.
Minimum. And the bridge in
so when you feel opa Fred Okudejo Ablakwa Sisi Anabisa no. So omoye volleyball.
Right, the producers bear checks now.
Wouldn't be any for no. Or no, me say, or can say, the next time I need pressure no ntia.
So I can say produce and then check na ma ya sure. And then to aso quickly na.
Omu ka say o ka say omu nwe mpa.
Omu nye. Na say omu.
No say omu share hwe kra so kra no. Na nya no kra no kan. Don't worry, the people are there listening. And you can also cross check. Near there is a more.
Yeah, and to aso. Yeah, sure. Yeah, cross check it.
Enti me boba metimi abubo bebre.
Okay, in terms of infrastructure.
Akosisu say MPC aban. Any MPP aban. Ya come mamienu nyina ahwe. Ya test your mamienu nyina. In New York sia oyo. In New York buy Ghana for improvement in their lives. And this is 40 year omonia brace na yi levi ya nsom ya nkusom ko. Ohwe page 99 of their manifesto. And this is for manifesto. Make me account the exact quotation. Omo ka so bema uniform electronic transaction levy. Omo bema Ghana and then this for
the electronic transaction. But omo chere.
And what you levy?
Omo chere dem nya betre.
Mami on baby.
Omo omo kasafa mo anu si mame because yem rich and honorable.
Ne wo mi say asem ne so trophy me dance ni wa brochiri. Document in eda ho yin na ye kam ayehwem anopa na awia. We've mentioned this on countless number of times. Now maybe quote you the exact quotation na ewo omo ayinum. Then you all understand. No one say and this from case on bekano kre. No musu ba na ko say maami bi na uhwe Solomon.
Me ba to dey quote na every so. No, o dey quote na.
Opa mi quote ya no ma chichim. We some jenu mbe so amantem. Nyam na me de beta me ma no. Sabda me tuam so anopa na beta no.
O dey quote.
Don't know what dan ko media quote.
Quote ni anko.
Ne wo say introduce we're under financial inclusion and electronic payments. NDC manifesto. We hear friends say page 99 of NDC manifesto. Ne I say C. Me can order first one digital finance blah blah blah. But me can the exact see introduce a uniform transaction fee policy to guide the electronic payment industry.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Don't say a uniform transaction fee.
Electronic payment.
As we speak.
I just am Monday 11.
Me know say Vodafone. There's a difference between the transaction fee and then who transfer sika MTN. Omuju 1% in bois. Vodafone any fee.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, you fee. Oh, please. Are you saying
a higher level of financial inclusion will not only benefit the poor, create jobs and reduce inequality, but will also grow the formal financial sector.
Just say 11.
All of that goes up to the 11.
Yeah.
Oh, then I am happy to hear this morning. Say, after all, one month first to now, one try, you know, it was useless. You know, and then we implement it. Thank you so much.
I said, man, okay.
Oh yeah, that's what.
It means that. It means that.
It is not true. It is not true. This is, you know, you see, he's just being mischievous. I was even surprised. I am surprised that you are cancer idea. Look, yesterday there was something, you know, seriously happening with North Hormone. A certain gentleman from UDS buy, and now all my scenarios, baby, and all can say, even areas, countries are almost introduced levy.
Yeah,
they were charging, and yet. You know, what do you call it? The transactional value. And what charge was the charges now. And what to know? What do you call it? A percentage of the fee. To say they are MTN. Or charge what do you call it? Charge 1% now. Government takes a tax. They pay taxes on those fees now. You know, it's just like bank transactional fees. Some time ago, you had the VAT too, so no. We didn't do tax and to what do you call it the transactional value also, but the fee that is being charged. Say as we go and then the embassy amount for TRC and say uko uye transaction with banker because bank now provide you platform like MTN. I provide you platform. Would they transfer usika or say would they sa usika be family me kwan we so a we bet you 50 pesos. Sa 50 pesos no aban mu tax. Okay? And the value of Pusika now transfer.
Okay,
so
and no, most of my uniform.
And then I can say, be uniform because who call hand MTN, charge. Ebi no si be in charge, we so si be in charge. O tell me can say.
Enti come back.
Enti no say MTN charge 1%. You expect say what that then e charge 1%.
No, but the point is that there's competition. Many chooses a main network transfer and you free. And then about being introduced some of this because you want to benefit.
Come on. What do you want to do what?
No, because say network be decided say what transfer and you free. But also about any uniform.
Yes.
Which means it will not be free.
No, the point is that
it's not even true.
No, listen, no. Oh, what is it? I mean, say economy no muni competence, muni handle economy no. Brofo no muni competence.
That's what
we are saying is that what we have, no, you see, the variations.
Electronic payment system.
Oh, please. But look, even including clearing of checks, banks near every bank and cost of transfer and all those things, cost of transaction near the. And what we are saying is that to enhance, to make
a better uniform, and one person across board.
That's what we are saying.
Okay.
We were not going to introduce this draconian so the creating wealth where it doesn't exist.
Okay, but
and now Obi Bisa, what do you call it? Vureta say tax we undescribable this tax. Obi Bisa, what is it? He couldn't answer.
But that's me, honorable. Dr. Richard Asante, Amanda was say, honorable Clayton Taylor, Amanda was say. The best I am quite unfortunate. I will say, honey, at the best. And me too, able panelist, and mobile say. Dr. Richard Asante, Deputy National Communication Director, MPP, and our honorable Ebenezer Clayton Taylor, Member of Parliament, Lower Manya constituency in the Eastern Region, meaning adequacy asempa. Me tell more my name, Asante, I said, come and producers, cameramen, Obibia. Good morning. Enjoy your day.